Yeah, like Bolivia versus America.
Sanctuary. trying to put me in this bigotry box, man. I won't allow it.
Now Philly keep talking your shit.
No. Shit, I ain't never scared. Bone
You
crushing.
didn't say nothing.
Oh, hell no.
We live now, so
They gonna get our podcast shut down because of what Philly's saying.
I'm just saying, y'all know who's running this shit. If this shit go down, you know what did it.
To this day.
Rich you talking shit about you.
I'm just warming up. This is gonna be. I ain't even hit my stride yet. This is just me stretching.
Wow.
All right.
We'll
we
see.
are officially live, people. We are live. This is Off the Top, the epicenter of pop culture. I am Bushido Spirit. We have here Philly Boy 08.
What's up? Felicio Ramirez in the building. What's up, y'all?
All right. Also, we have Keek.
Yo, what up?
All right, and that's pretty much it for this week's podcast. I don't know where everybody else is at. Maybe they'll fall in line when they see everything is going on. But we don't need them right now.
Okay.
I mean, we got the best people like that we need.
We got
everybody we need. Right?
all that we need right now.
We trim the fat. Like Slick, all the podcasts or like shows that take off, they get real big. It's just two dudes and a chick. Breakfast Club, fucking what was the one with Joe Budden and Academics? That shit.
Oh, you talking about? I forgot what that shit called. The Everyday Struggle. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Everyday Struggle.
Come on.
The
Team 7, Naruto.
Exactly, man. Exactly, man. Exactly.
It's good.
Yeah, them niggas weren't good anyway. They weren't funny. They just was terrible, man. Just holding them up, man. Tired of carrying all that dead weight and shit, man. Now we finally free.
Most of them niggas wasn't funny.
Exactly, man. But yeah,
I ain't never liked Truth.
Nobody like Truth, man. You just be talking, man. Nigga be
True fan base. Press F to pay respects to Truth. Where True fan base at, yo? Crickets.
I mean, Truth has some zingers here and there, but that nigga, I don't know about him. I gotta stop saying the N-word. I gotta correct me on that. I just can't help myself, man.
What's wrong with saying the N-word?
I mean, YouTube getting all crazy and stuff, man, and I'm trying to brand myself differently. I can't be the guy that says the N-word and laugh a lot, man. I gotta change up, switch my style up, man. But yeah.
And if they hate, then let them hate.
Censor niggas?
Watch the money pile up.
You know, I'm thinking of that exact song when I said that. Am I quoting some lyrics accidentally? But yeah, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. A very eventful week. And some things that we missed that I didn't even think about that was recently brought to my attention, like that wrestler. I think his name is Jordan Miles. And the blackface t-shirt scandal. So another blackface incident. It's not really blackface, but the design on the t-shirt looked like, yeah. So we're gonna talk about that a little bit. I don't really watch wrestling, that's why I overlooked it.
You can say it looked like some big ass lips.
Nah,
it looked like big ass lips. That's whatever. And it's a black t-shirt.
No. I'm not faulting
the t-shirt. Is it just me or the t-shirt's been like on some other shit? Like it started. Remember the what was the shirt with the little black boy in it? Wildest monkey in the jungle.
Coolest monkey in the jungle, I think.
Oh yeah. I remember it was that little hoodie, and people were going crazy.
Y'all talking about that t-shirt, that WWE t-shirt?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. It took me a good 5 minutes looking at that t-shirt to figure out what's wrong with it. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh my god, like, in the back of my mind, so out the loop, man. Damn.
I was looking at the article and it was like, this is the t-shirt
like, what's wrong with it?
And I was like, the only thing I could is it because it looked like lips? And then I scrolled down and I saw one of those like blackface minstrel motherfuckers. I was like, okay. But that's reach. That's a reach.
Wait, Josh, you referring to the
WWE shirt?
Okay. I thought you was talking about the coolest monkey in the jungle.
No. I was looking at the shirt like, what's wrong with it? Like.
And now fucking, I won't even get into it. But Cap showing up in Kuta Kente shirt. Where the fuck do you even buy that shit? Where do you buy Kuta Kente?
That's sneaky.
Where do you buy that?
We gonna discuss that briefly.
It's on brand for him. You know, he got to represent everywhere he go, even when he's working out.
Man, y'all gonna pretend like y'all don't rock y'all woke shirts, man. Like, come on.
Why no woke shirt?
why he ain't representing the other half of his lineage? Why you don't walk around with mayonnaise
Man,
sandwiches?
fuck them honkies, man.
I don't
What you
fucking
mean,
know.
dog?
That boy is half oppressed, half oppressive, dog. Fuck out of here.
Wow.
Take that Kunta
It's true.
Kinte shirt off.
No,
man.
I mean, you as black as you think you are, man. Race ain't nothing. Race
Nah,
ain't nothing
what?
but a
Rachel
figment of our
Dolezal?
imagination, man.
Rachel
It ain't nothing-
Dolezal?
Yup.
I mean,
Don't
Rachel
say
Dolezal.
that.
look.
Don't say that.
She was cool until
You
she
think she an African queen?
she was
Oh
cool
my
until she
God.
tried to sue the black school for
Man, she put
discrimination.
in more work than Kaepernick. What?
She
Did
put
she
in
know?
more work
What
than
the fuck you talking
Kaepernick.
about?
I mean, she put in more work than Ali too, according to y'all.
She was like the director. She was like the director of the NAACP branch in her area or some
I mean,
shit.
come on, what?
Yeah.
NAACP barely do anything, man. I don't even know their name. Man.
Infiltrate to the
Colin
throne.
Kaepernick could
I keep
barely direct
naming the college sports league
Stop
and
it.
shit.
Colin Kaepernick could barely direct a team full of like 12 niggas, bro. This Rachel Dolezal put in work, bro.
They do nothing, man.
Man out here, yeah, man. It's like,
Come on,
Anyway,
son.
man. Anyway, we
Y'all
gonna talk
niggas-
about all that, man. I'm gonna defend my boy Cap, obviously.
yo,
We'll
we
talk
got,
about
yo,
that.
we got to redo the woke tier list every year. We gonna have to. I can already see
the annual
Change,
woke
man.
tier list.
Yo, a lot has
That's
changed.
what
since the last
happened,
one.
man. When you become woke, man, every little thing just takes you down the peg, man. It's hard to stay consistent on the woke tier list, man. That's all I'm saying.
Cap sleep, dog. He
Also,
got no job. All he do nothing but sleep.
Nah, he stay woke, man. He woke
No,
forever.
boom,
Man.
boom. I was gonna take that joke, but I was like, nah, this.
I didn't even know it was a joke, man. I was just going with the flow. But yeah, so we gotta talk about. Josh, you gonna like this, man? The
What?
Joker's getting the sequel, man.
So I ain't watching that.
You being a Marvel fan, boy, I know you hate to
I
see
ain't even
the
see
win.
the first one.
I saw
What
the
they
first
winning
one.
at?
First one. I
What
mean,
they winning
they
at?
kind of winning,
got
man.
one
Joker
movie.
broke records, man.
They
Like,
got
it's-
one bush. They got one movie.
What is that shit? It's like the highest grossing R-rated movie like ever.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
some shit.
Okay.
Something like that.
Congratulations,
That shit-
you got one
that-
movie
that
compared to
shit made a
20
bit-
something.
That shit made a billy. That shit made
I
a
mean,
cool
it's
billy.
up there, man. Yo, crazy, psychotic white dudes. People love that, man. It's entertaining.
Yeah.
Entertaining, man. Also, we got to talk about your girl from Jake. What's not? I'm gonna say Drake and
Who?
Josh. What the fuck is that show?
What? Brenda
Zach and
Cosgrove?
Cody.
What?
Zach and Cody.
Who?
Brenda
Which
Song.
one?
The Asian.
What she
Asian.
doing?
Oh, London Tipton.
She was talking about how she wasn't Asian enough for Crazy Rich Asians. So we're gonna talk about that and some of her comments about the film. She wasn't given the role because she wasn't Asian enough. You know,
She probably just wasn't good enough.
What kind of sense does that make? Like,
I mean that's what
you
she
know,
said. So I don't.
That kind of reminds me of they tried to get who was that chick? Hunger Games. Fuck.
Jennifer
I put
Lawrence?
on no, the black girl. I put on Wu She found in the motherfucker when she was like 16.
oh, Amanda.
Yeah,
Amanda.
Amanda Stenberg.
I love how that's how you remember it. You being a pedophile.
They actually tried to get her in Black Panther, and she was like, "No, I'm gonna sit that out because it's like I think she's half." And I felt like she was like, "This role could be better filled by somebody who's actually like African or like dark skinned or brown skinned or something
Yeah.
like that."
Well,
Yeah.
she got a lot of flack because she was getting roles all the time, and she's like the light skin standard of beauty for Hollywood actresses type shit, and people just were like,
I mean,
well, can't
gonna
you give
keep
a role
paying me.
to
I'll keep paying you. taking
this
these checks.
person or this person or
I mean,
you know?
that's-
So she
yeah.
kind of took a step back
That's what Hollywood
so
do,
she
man.
wouldn't get shit for it.
We gonna
Yeah,
talk
apparently
about
this
that.
Asian This Asian girl said, "Fuck all that."
We gonna discuss a lot of
Yeah, yeah.
Hollywood.
I ain't
We'll
got that
discuss
much work.
a lot of Hollywood stuff, man. The racism that going in Hollywood, man. Because we got to talk about that Harriet Tubman race bending and Julia Roberts
Oh,
shit.
man, Ryan Gosling, though. I'm telling you,
So they
Bro.
might have done that. Hey,
it's gonna happen.
don't nobody know who Martin Luther King Jr. is, man. Put that white boy in there, man. Sell tickets.
No. Ryan Gosling a good actor, man. He probably could body it.
He probably could, but I'm not going to see that
You
shit.
capping.
But
capping so hard.
I ain't trying to be called the coon for the rest of my life.
But
Man.
you telling me if that movie came out, you wouldn't be interested.
Listen,
You wouldn't
If
at
I
least be
had-
interested.
if I had to pick one white guy to play Martin Luther King, shit.
Michael Rappaport.
What?
Mm,
Hell
who
no,
the fuck
Michael
is that?
Rappaport.
Who's Michael Rappaport?
The dude that be arguing.
The dude that hate on
arguing with
LeBron
Shannon
James,
Sharp.
man.
Yeah, he
That's
arguing
what-
with Shannon Sharp about LeBron.
Oh
That's
no,
what he-
no. I want
That's his role now.
dog. I want Stephen A. Smith, bro.
Stephen A.
Since y'all
Smith.
niggas, I want Stephen A. Smith
What?
to look like Martin Luther King, bro. Can you imagine him giving the "I Have a Dream" speech? That shit would be legendary.
Man, what's wrong with that boy hairline? Why he ain't go ahead and get that bald head, dog?
His hair is all over he got this weird mustache that's just two patches on his upper lip. His hair is a permanent struggle, man.
I mean, I like your hairline way the fuck on top of your head, man. Get the bald head. I hate when dudes be trying to stay on and struggle to keep that
Yeah,
shit
just
going.
shave
Like,
that shit. Just
shave
shave the whole
it.
thing.
Bush, I've been trying to get Bush to admit that that's what the fuck he did for the longest time. Bush,
No,
y'all
no,
don't know.
no.
Bush got a bald head, bro. And I was like, Bush, niggas with full heads of hair don't just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going bald. Nobody does that,
Bro,
man, unless their hairline is receding or they join in the army.
No,
Those are only two situations.
I've never cared about my hair, nigga. I've never ever got
Bush, I
plaits,
need you to tell me,
dreads. I barely
on
even
record-
comb that shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm cutting it. Like that's where it started.
On record, I need you to say, Bush, do you have male pattern baldness, bro?
Why are you trying to call him out?
I don't know because I shaved my shit before.
What the fuck you mean you
don't know?
Prior
I
to
don't
you
know.
going for
I've
the
been
bald
shaving.
head, do you got alopecia, nigga?
I don't even know what the fuck that is, man. You're gonna have to give me a
That is-
dictionary.
that's
It's like when you bald in certain spots.
Nah,
Yeah.
nigga. Nah.
All right.
You know, my shit lean back a little bit, but it ain't like that, man.
Put that shit in the quote bunker, dog. I need somebody. We got the sound bite,
some
bro.
Fat Joe shit, man. But nah, it ain't like
Yeah.
that, nigga. It ain't like
You
that.
better never do a meetup. I'm bringing one of the magnifying glasses.
Yo,
on
my
your
shit ain't no
bro.
island, dog.
Oh man.
Fuck out of here, man. Yo, but
Get it.
like I was saying, man, I've never really cared about that shit, nigga. So anyway, let's get to the what were you gonna say?
I just said I've been had a big ass forehead. It ain't going nowhere. Like my hairline is like boom, but my forehead is like it's like IMAX level, dog. Like no
Just say
cap,
that.
dog.
I mean, it's like niggas just gotta just shave it, man.
It's-
Look, it's better that way anyway, man.
That's half the reason I don't want to do a meetup. Y'all niggas gonna roast me for my forehead, but it's cool because I done said it multiple times. I'm bringing a strap if we ever do a meetup. I'm not going unarmed. I ain't no hood nigga. I ain't no hood nigga. I ain't no tough nigga. But y'all niggas some weirdos, bro. I'm bringing a strap.
That is not a good message to send. We having all these mad shoes. And
Oh
shit.
my God.
Bush, you gonna go to if we ever do a meetup, you gonna go there unarmed, no security,
Oh hell no.
no.
I would never
Exactly.
go to a meetup to see you niggas in the first place.
That's crazy.
We would have
So
we would
get
have to really make it or something, and I'd be like, okay, we got money now. These niggas ain't gonna try to do some
But we
slick
gotta
shit.
have money enough to have security. I'm definitely.
We
having
ain't making
security.
shit now. We making McChicken money.
I don't care if I gotta
Keeping all
come
the
out.
money.
About it.
McChicken, what? I ain't getting no fucking McChicken. This nigga Bush ain't
No,
bringing
McChicken.
bread.
Bush ain't gave me nothing.
We ain't getting no money on this.
I've never gotten a fucking dime, bro. A fucking dime from this podcast.
Look, we have made some money off of this. But yeah, I have.
You, bro.
But
Please.
you know, it's not enough to give out to
You
distribute.
always say this shit, bro. You mean to tell me that all my work, we have not accrued enough to give me 10 cents? That's what you're trying to tell me.
Do all that work because we took like a 2-year, 3-year break or some shit. So that's when it kind of
Don't
died.
matter, dog.
Dog, we made like 100 through all that work.
The best series
Yo,
do that.
and we weren't
shit,
even
man.
monetized in the beginning.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Nigga,
be.
it took us 2 years to get $100 for ads.
Damn.
Epic taking the money.
Yo.
Epic was taking that old Shonen Knights money, dog.
Oh, I'm probably gonna say
shit.
Epic was taking money.
You need
That's the red
to
wave of
advertise,
the
Bush. We need more subscribers.
We gotta stop saying the M word at least.
Nah,
We gotta
I
cut
don't
back
know
on that.
about all that. I
Look,
don't know about all that.
we fine right now. Let's get the show on the roll. I mean, I guess the first thing we could do is introduce Josh. Josh is here, by the way. He just jumped in. So, I mean, what y'all been up to? What are we watching? What's going on? We're gonna start off with that. Who want to go first, man? Any hobbies?
Shit.
Anything?
I've been watching
Go ahead,
Disney
Pete.
Plus.
Okay.
going
really
through the
on that
Marvel
shit.
movies.
No, Disney Plus, it got like what, 10 million people already?
Yeah,
Thanks,
that
man.
shit. I just like looking at it, man. The way it look is cool, man. They got the little animations on the buttons and stuff. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
Disney got me already. Just all that nostalgia, man. And then I saw that double toasted that video talking about the racism. That's the question I was asking. I want to see all the race shit on there.
Do they got songs of the South or whatever?
Hell no. They ain't got that shit on there, man. That's
Do
what
they got the old Fantasia with the little black centaur with the bone through her nose or something?
I never heard of that until I saw the double toasted video, but I want to look for that shit now.
I think they do have the original Fantasia.
But they cut that scene out, he said, so they ain't got that scene on there. So got to
They
find
must
it on
have did that
YouTube.
years ago though.
Yeah, they said he said they had cut it out when they did the re-release in the '60s or something. So a long time ago when they cut that scene out. But yeah, I mean it's nostalgia heaven, man. So much stuff on there. I'm mad they don't have the Proud Family up there like the episodes. They just got the movie up there. So
Yeah, they had the movie.
yeah.
Aren't they
There's more
making
stuff-
another
more
one?
stuff's gonna come. I heard they were.
That's probably why though. They might release them both at the same time or something. Who knows?
I mean, it wouldn't be no reason to do that though. I mean, just
I
have it on
started-
there already.
I
so
started.
people can,
I only saw the first episode, but I watched the Mandalorian. That shit was fire. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
is.
was
I ain't
fire
see
to
a
me, too.
I ain't see a second
Like-
episode yet, but
Niggas been
episode
talking
was
about
fire.
Baby Yoda.
Yeah.
spoiling.
Hey, Baby Yoda's so cute. That's my
Hey,
thing.
Bush,
I
that's
need a
all,
baby.
it's all over. You can't.
Fan of that series. I don't care about it. I just watched it because it had funny looking creatures on it and shit. I was like, okay, this kind of look alright. So I watched some of the films when I could catch them. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan, so I'm not into the whole I'm gonna hate this shit. It ain't like it used to be. Like I don't know how the films used to be because I never watched the first 3 films. I don't really care to see those films. So
Yeah, I saw the George Lucas said this shit trash.
he gonna
They
say everything.
got that nigga on
trash.
record. He said that shit trash, bro.
If I ain't writing this
What?
trash.
The new
Yeah.
film, the new film's better than the ones that the prequels that he made. What?
Not according to that nigga. He said it's trash. He said, what'd he say? He said that shit trash, bro. He was like, fuck that, man.
Man,
And then
sit his old ass home with his $4 billion that he got paid for that shit, man.
And the CEO or whatever, Lucas Films or whatever, was like, hey, maybe he just need to chill. Like he need to relax. I think he need to let go and let some young niggas take this shit over. And he too invested in this shit. But yeah, he said this shit trash. He said he be showing up to the recordings of like every new Star Wars thing. Like he be showing up on scene and just shaking his head and shit. He said this shit garbage.
Damn.
Man, you lying. You ain't making shit
And
up.
that's exactly what niggas was,
That don't
that's
happen.
exactly what niggas was doing when he was
Lying.
making the prequels. Like,
I can link you to the article, bro. This man said this
He
shit
just
garbage.
walk on the set and just start shaking his head, man. What?
shit.
He just
Not
show
get
up.
my approval.
He show up, put his chin in his hand, and he just be like, "Nah, man, this ain't the one."
Nah, man.
I swear, I'll link you to the article.
Look.
IGN posted that shit. I
mean,
just read it.
I love these nostalgic fanboys that only like the old stuff, man. But I've seen scenes from the old movies, and that shit look like garbage. I don't know how big of a leap
Bush,
it is.
the
than-
special
than
effects
these-
was
these
done
new
40
films.
years ago.
No, I'm
It's
not
the
talking.
70s.
I'm not talking
Like-
about the effects. I'm talking about the acting and everything. Like I've seen
Hey,
people
come
break
on,
down the
man.
old films and pick apart like the plot holes and stuff in those old films. But
Bush,
people
Bush.
put these on a pedestal for some reason.
When you consider that just 40 years prior to that, niggas was doing silent films, like you gotta give a fucking
Do
break,
no
bro.
fucking silent out of here.
No,
That was like the
But you gotta
Spielberg
realize,
era,
think that
man.
made
Came out
Star
with the
Wars-
silent
The thing that made
films.
Star Wars great was that was like the first film like that. There was no crazy effects and space shit before that. Like that's what made it so
Look,
great.
That's cool and all, Josh. I'm not talking about that. I mean, I'll say the same thing about Avatar when it dropped. That was groundbreaking. That had new technology in it, but that shit was average. It was garbage. It just looked cool at the time. Now
You
that
go
we
from
can go
average to
back and
garbage,
see,
like
you know what I
Like,
mean. It's
and then-
it's like
and then-
middle of
and
the
then on
road.
top
It
of
ain't
that-
nothing
Bush is
special.
doing this thing where he just hate on shit.
Yeah,
What?
He just doing that thing. Like,
Then you just when we opened up, then you just hate on the Joker movie. Said you ain't gonna
yeah,
see the
but
shit.
DC trashed them.
But you love DC.
I've been telling
Who
you.
loves
Look,
DC?
Your
I've been
name was
telling y'all-
Jason Todd when we met you.
Yo,
That was like how many years ago? Stop saying out to the
Fuck
past.
outta here,
hold up.
Niggas
I gotta
change,
say,
Bush.
I gotta say a few things. One, yes, DC is trash, and I say that even I always thought the fucking Justice League shows, the Justice League Unlimited, the animated shit, niggas suck that show dick. That show is trash. That show is boo boo. That show is so fucking
like
boring.
Young Justice, whatever
Wow.
that guy.
I do like Young Justice. I don't know. Hold up, because I ain't watched the third season. I heard they turned my nigga Aqualad gay, bro. I don't know how I feel about that, man. I don't know how I feel about that, bro. I feel like, and here's my theory. Here's my theory, because this shit had me so mad that I dropped it in the middle of season 2. I feel like when Miss Marshall was putting that nigga head back together, she switched up some wires, dog. I don't think this man was dead at the beginning of the fucking series, bro. I don't think
he liked that one chick. Remember?
Miss Martian had this power. Yeah, he like before that he like mad girls, bro. And like when she put it, she put him in a coma basically. Like she fucked up. She broke that nigga head, and then they brought her back.
Why
to
you gotta have
repair.
a broken head, man? I mean, phrase it.
Right.
Man.
Why can't he just
Listen,
come to the
no,
realization
listen
that
to
he
me.
like niggas?
Listen to me.
No,
nigga.
She
This
legit
nigga
fucked
was
up his
drooling,
mind.
bro.
He was a
He was a fucking. I'm not exaggerating. This man was a vegetable.
But it's like, yeah, she legit turned to a vegetable in the show, dog.
Yeah,
Oh,
for some reason,
Like,
Miss Martian was on tilt the whole fucking season. I don't know what happened. And then she thought Calder, Aqualad, was evil. So when she pulled up on him, she also thought that he killed Artemis, which he fucking didn't do, but whatever. She pulled up, she said, "Fuck your black ass," and broke that nigga like and like literally just short wired his brain. This nigga was a vegetable. He was drooling. And then his pops was like, "Yo, you fucked my son up. I'm gonna bring you to fix his brain." So she's fixing this nigga's brain and she's going through all his memories and like putting it back together. And ever since then, he's been kissing niggas. I don't think it's a coincidence, bro. I don't think it's a coincidence.
The only thing I have issue with is because Hollywood loves to do this, man. When they love to like make one character an amalgam of multiple things, right? Like, let's make them gay, black, and trans. Like, let's put everything
Yeah,
together.
all of them in one, so you don't have to have multiple people be different things.
It's like, and make it a her. Yeah, like what the fuck? Like, it's just, they do that. I don't fuck with that shit either, man. Like I don't mind the character being gay.
They're trying to
but just
save
don't
money.
add
They don't want to
everything
hire
else.
all these diverse actors. That's what it is.
More bang for your buck, man. Can't knock him, dog.
And that's why it's mostly like the black characters that they turn gay or something like that. That's mainly the reason, right? Because I mean, people think it's some wide conspiracy. It's just these motherfuckers are lazy and they just.
I heard in this new Batman reboot. I heard they're making Two-Face gay, dog.
Two-Face gay. I mean,
nah, they're making Black Mask.
Two-Face finna be gay, dog. The Burnside gay.
It's Black Mask in that Harley Quinn movie.
The Burnside of Two-Face like niggas, dog. Yo,
You hell for that.
Yo, what the fuck?
That make no sense.
Anyway, I got him confused. It's the Black Mask boy that's gay.
Yeah,
I didn't know shit about the Black Mask, bro.
I mean, they got so many characters, and they make different versions of the character that's white. So I mean, might as well make some versions gay and shit.
Speaking of DC, I got niggas that's been telling me that Batwoman is trash. Speaking of like gay,
I mean, we knew it was trash
DC
from the
characters.
trailer. Even Mo said it was trash. You know, Mo PC than the motherfucker.
Here's what's crazy. I don't like to bring this nigga up very much, but Lelouch loves he's like whatever he watches, he's like, oh, it's good. He never calls anything bad. He called Batwoman bad. He said it was fucking terrible.
If he says it, you know it's true.
Yo,
that means that shit don't deserve to be on TV.
Everybody said it was bad. Like I knew it was bad when every other line was about feminism and shit. Like I was like, okay, yeah, like nigga, we get the point, man. You don't have to do all this. Like you don't have to do. And it was terrible puns and cringe ass lines, man. It's like. Why get a man when you can get a woman? Like what? Like it's just terrible lines. It's just bad, poorly written dialogue. Like I don't mind the feminist aspect of it, but just like don't put it on too thick. Make it feel natural, organic. Like don't force it on motherfuckers. Like it just. That
like the strongest like female depictions of characters in movies, it's always like there's always a role in it. Like somebody's like, you're a woman, and the bitch is just like, so what? And then she goes to kick ass. That's really all you need, I think. Like just for somebody to be like, ain't you a woman? And for her to be like, nigga, shut up, and then just put in work. That's like, oh man, those are my favorite characters. My favorite characters.
But I think
And
I think in the days in today and age, like it's I think it feels forced because like we already talking about it in the media, and I think that's what make it feel tiring that the character is saying what we are hearing every day now too. So I don't know. I mean, back in the day, if you did that, it felt like cool, like yeah. But now everybody's doing it. It just kind of.
But correct me if I'm wrong, and Keith, whatever. You just check me if I'm wilding out. But I think that
this nigga been wilding out since the jump, man.
The best depictions of female characters. I was like, just show us. I think we all want to see female characters, like strong female characters, just strong characters in general. But my favorite female characters are always just ones. It's like females you don't need to prop them up as like this bigger than life thing. Like to show them in the roles that they are normally in, that they're in like real life, like mothers, like sisters, like I don't know, like wives, like girlfriends. Like put them in the roles that they fulfill and make them excellent at it. Like for example, Shuri in Black Panther, she didn't do too much, but I thought she was like one of the better parts of that film. In Full Metal Alchemist, I'll always say that Olivier Armstrong and Azumi Curtis, they the most. I like, and Azumi Curtis was just like, she was a mother at heart and a wife to the dude, but she put in so much work. Like just create these roles for these women. Like you don't need to make she's the first female president. Here she go. Like you don't need to always do that shit. Just find a role, make it a good role, a role that the character can really like spread their wings in, and then give them the space to be great. Don't just shoehorn it. Like that shit is so trash to me.
I think you need to be talking to male writers about that because they're the ones that are trying to play up the tropes. Because if you have more women in the writing room and writing all these roles, they're gonna write from what they know, and they're gonna write as women. You won't have all these cheesy lines about I'm a woman, hear me roar. Like women don't talk like that. Like...
Exactly. I think people always say this, but I don't know if it's true. They always say Fullmetal Alchemist was written by a woman.
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like that makes perfect sense because when you just think about the strong women in your life or the strong women that you've encountered, it's usually like a mother or a teacher or something like that. It's not a politician or a motherfucking superhero or something. It's just like your everyday like person, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't need to see a female James Bond coming in with a tux on and shit. I like, what the fuck? That don't make no nah.
That's society though. Society has overplayed the submissive aspect of being a woman so much that certain women are afraid to be vulnerable in films and in life in general.
They have to do the exact opposite.
Exactly.
Just to make it seem even.
So yeah, that's just that. But I mean, I
Long
agree.
story short, fuck Captain Marvel, yo.
But I like Captain Marvel. I actually just watched that like 2 days ago. It wasn't bad.
I like the movie. I don't like the actress.
Oh, Brie Larson.
I fuck with Brie. I like.
And I think that bitch run weird. She a superhero that run bow-legged. That shit don't make
she's terrible at being a superhero. Like I don't think she's just that athletic. I don't think it suits. I mean, when she worked out and she lift weights and stuff. I'm sure she's strong now, but like she don't move like an athlete or somebody that's been fighting for years. It just feel unnatural.
It was like, oh, she was in the Air Force and the Army and shit. I'm like running bow-legged like that.
Like you even got even that dude that played Flash. You could tell he's not like really an athlete or athletic.
No,
he run weird ass.
He was all lanky and shit.
No. We talking about the dude from the Justice League movie.
Yeah,
that was the worst running I've ever seen in my life. I've seen crippled people run better than that.
Hold up, wait, but he was running like when they showed him running, he was running in slow motion, right?
Bro, Bro, let me
Nah,
go
if
find this.
if somebody took a video of you running and put it in slow motion, you gonna look
No,
like
no,
that too.
Philly. Hold on, let me go find this. Man.
While you finding that, I got something to say about this Marvel shit, dog. I feel
Oh,
like
shit.
Marvel is doing a lot to like pussify the strong male characters.
Pussify.
Like,
Why you
What?
phrasing? Pussify.
Yeah,
What?
here's just watch this.
Wait,
Motherfucking
hold up. Yo,
Thor
Philly.
and Incredible Hulk. Both them niggas got emasculated in Endgame, bro. Is that a coincidence?
I don't think it's being emasculated at all. I think it's just
I
making
just
a
think it's
three-dimensional.
I
showing
don't think Thor got
vulnerability.
emasculated at
Yeah.
all.
The Hulk
Not
spent
at
the
all.
whole third act with a fucking cast on just holding the building up. This is the Hulk. The
The
Hulk's supposed to
Hulk
put
previous
hands
to
on
that
niggas.
was just some dumb
Yeah,
green
he was a
nigga.
bitch in Infinity War.
No, and
Right.
here's the thing. Here's
He
the
got
thing.
pissed out in Infinity War. Like what?
He put
Dumb
in
green.
exactly emasculated, dog. He put in work.
Yo,
He put in work.
It's not emasculating. He's just embracing Bruce Banner more.
Exactly.
No,
he
stop that shit.
is a
Bruce Banner,
scientist.
Listen,
Banner,
Bruce Banner is a
Yo,
pussy.
Philly,
I don't
Philly,
want
Philly,
to. Hold up.
Wait, yo, Philly,
I don't
Philly,
want
hold
to
up,
see.
hold up. Fuck all that.
No.
Watch that video. Tell me that nigga that's not the worst runner you ever seen in your life.
Hold on, let me see this shit. Look. Either way, man, I don't give a fuck what the rationale behind it is. The Hulk is a strong ass, intimidating figure, one of the most powerful figures in the fucking in the universe, in that universe. And they pussified him. He walk around eating tacos with a sling on his arm and shit. He's supposed to be throwing hands.
He's chilling. Why don't you let Hulk chill?
He
Who
just
the
don't-
fuck-
Who the
The
fuck
Hulk
watches
is
Hulk
the
for
opposite
being
of
chill? Who wants to be a chill Hulk?
It-
The
it-
fuck?
You know what?
This is
Funny
how-
now.
That's the whole
Keith,
point of me
He's
watching
funny.
Keith, how would you feel? How would you feel if between the Captain Marvel time skip from the '70s to when Endgame happened, she said, "You know what? Fuck it, I'm a housewife now," and we just see her in the apron using that shit to like heat up some grits or something like that. No, that's not what the fucking character is for. All right, we want to
So
see.
you don't
a
want them to
strong-
have room to
Oh
be
my
normal
God.
people at all.
I'm
You just
saying
don't-
I want my Hulk to be strong. That Hulk was not
That nigga
strong.
He
bitch.
isn't any less strong because
That
he
nigga
eats
I
tacos.
didn't even see that nigga in the fight, in the final
He
fight.
didn't.
Where
He
was
didn't
that
even
nigga?
Hulk smash, and he didn't Hulk smash.
Yo.
Bro,
This nigga really running like that? What
This
the
is what I'm talking about.
That's some
Yo.
goofy shit.
That's
This
the
nigga
worst
ice skating?
runner ever, though. That's that Justice League. That's what y'all trying to tell
That
me.
can't
Man. It's
be
not
real.
that bad, y'all.
That
It's
can't
not
be
that bad.
real.
That
That
happened
can't be
in the
real.
movie.
That happened in the movie?
Yeah, that's in the
Yes,
movie.
multiple times.
I ain't watched that shit.
No, multiple times. I know. That's just not one scene. That's multiple times.
Fuck.
He ran like that.
What the fuck, bro?
Yo, but speaking
He's
This
ran
nigga
like
doing
he
the
just
stanky leg
learn
and
how to
shit. What
use
the
his
fuck going on,
legs.
bro?
speaking on the Hulk,
You know,
though,
DC not that bad though.
yo,
You know.
Hulk. I mean, Hulk couldn't smash in the final fight because he just used the gauntlet to snap.
Fuck
Shit,
out of
man.
here! Stop talking about this.
His
nigga.
whole half
Fuck.
his body was burnt up. What the fuck you mean smash?
Hold on.
What?
Two things.
Tony
things.
tanked
And
it.
If you-
that
Tony
that
tanked
that
it.
feat
Wait,
that
wait,
no. That
Tony
feat
tanked
alone
it.
show his true strength because Tony died when he used it, but Hulk didn't.
Wait a sec.
Tony
Wait a
tanked
sec.
that, dog. I don't
Wait
know
a
what
sec.
you're talking
Tony
Hold on a
Tony
sec.
died. How he
Hold on a
tanked
sec.
That nigga
Everybody, run that back. Number one, you're
You
not
wanna-
gonna talk shit about Flash running. If your ass was running at the speed of light, do you know how long your stride gotta be just to not
No,
bust your
nigga.
ass?
No,
This is
No, he looks
this is
goofy.
perfect
Making
sense.
shit up,
No,
man.
no.
This is
You're not
Why you
defending this.
why you
You're not
capping this
defending
nigga
this,
right
no.
now?
Because
You're
I'm
not
saying
defending
y'all niggas running regular speed levels, okay? Of course y'all not gonna be able to relate to this. If you running at the speed that this nigga's running, your stride gotta be ridiculous.
No,
This is how you stop that. You want him to
You ain't
do
running
it.
like that. You ain't
You
running
You
like
want him to
that.
do a light
Stop.
You're not
jog.
defending
How the
this.
fuck
Stop.
would
Run it
y'all
like
know?
that.
Stop.
How the fuck would
How
y'all
the fuck would
know?
you know?
How you know?
All I'm saying is, look, I don't got the speed for it. This nigga do, okay? He knows he's a runner. Let him run. Let him be great. You can't say that's not how
Not
real
by that
niggas supposed to
form.
run. That's not how real
Not
niggas
by
supposed
that
to run.
form.
Bro, if you running like that, you can't have a regular running nigga's form, dog.
Oh my
You
God.
like
Why not?
because he's running at the sound of fucking the speed of sound.
What does that mean?
So
You ain't never ran. Look, Josh, you ain't never ran so fast that your feet can't keep up with it.
Oh
Yeah.
my
You never
God.
done that shit before. I
Yo.
ran that shit. I've worked my legs so hard that my feet couldn't keep up, and I almost bust my fucking ass.
How
If I'm
does
running
that,
this
how does that
speed,
apply to a peak human? That, like,
If I'm-
what do you-
what I'm
a
saying
hero-
is,
a
what I'm
hero.
saying is, What I'm saying is you can't always. You gotta
So
make certain.
Hussein Bolt's form would look like that.
Yeah,
if
Whoa,
it
wait.
first off, who the fuck is Hussein Bolt, bro?
You saying I don't know who
You
that
said
nigga is.
Hussein.
He combines Saddam Hussein and
This
Usain
nigga-
Bolt.
Osama Bain Bolt. Yeah, I don't
nigga
know.
said-
You know who I'm talking about, nigga.
This nigga said Aberdolf Linkler, dog. Fuck out of here, man. Hussein Bolt. Anyway, nah, man.
That's actually a
Secondly,
better name. That shit sound fire, man. Sound like a villain.
secondly, it does sound like a villain, bro. The fast, yo, Hulk got pussified. And when he did put the fucking glove on and snap that shit, he looked like a pussy doing it. He didn't even want to talk. He was like,
I bet you won't call him pussy to his face.
I would. This Hulk, I call him a pussy right to his face, and I bet he would. I dare him to do shit.
I bet he won't do shit. He won't do shit.
Because he don't kill
and-
civilians, man. He not a mindless green fighting monster, man.
And-
Like,
and
He a
his-
pussy. Yeah, we know.
Exactly.
He'll fucking put. And his bitch died, and he didn't even do shit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Who
Who
you
you
even do
supposed
shit?
to fight?
The Red
Damn,
Skull.
he didn't even
The
pull
Red
it.
fucking
Damn,
Skull,
that nigga
bro.
pulled it.
he wasn't
the
even
Red Skull.
there.
Look at this nigga.
And they
Look
weren't
how-
even
hold on,
together
hold
no
on.
more.
I'd be like, yo, give me that soul stone. I gotta
Nah,
run this Red Skull
nah,
nigga to
boy.
fade. I'd be like, why are we taking this evil nigga at his word? He's a villain. Why the fuck he?
Anyway,
Every time we
let's,
pull up on the soul
We
stone,
ain't
this
talking
nigga
about
say,
not one topic yet.
yeah.
one of y'all niggas
Let's
gotta
move
die.
on.
One of y'all niggas gotta die in order to use the power of the Red Skull.
Nigga,
Why are we taking
hoe.
this villain at his word? That's dumb.
Oh, yeah.
Every other
you gonna
villain
do?
beat their ass.
How was you gonna get the stone, Philly?
Can you imagine if Captain America went up in that soul stone, the Red Skull told that nigga, one of y'all niggas gotta die. He'd be like, bullshit, nigga. I'm
They
the fuck out of
ain't
here.
getting no stone.
Yeah, they ain't get what?
No,
Come on.
fuck.
Anyway,
They ain't getting no
moving
These
on,
niggas
man.
can figure out a way to travel back in time, but not how to outsmart this Red Skull nigga. Stop it. Anyway.
Speaking of outsmarting people, Philly says that Colin Kaepernick is
This nigga been
outsmarting,
trying to transition.
outsmarting all these
Hold
pro-black people out here, man. The
Stop
black
that
community.
shit. Stop that.
He
You
said
tryna
Colin
spin it.
Kaepernick
You
is a
tryna spin
fraud.
it. You trying to spin this shit. I hate when people say, who's that light-skinned South African nigga on the Daily Show? The new nigga?
Trevor Noah?
that replaced John Cena?
Trevor Noah.
That nigga tried to do that same. No, look, I did up until he said this weird shit. He was like, he was speaking about, and he did the same shit you just did, Bush. He was like, Kanye West thinks that the Democratic Party is misleading black folk, and he was like, what black? He's like, black women are not getting tricked. They're not so easy to be tricked like that. He completely twisted what Kanye said. And he was like, he made it attack black women and then defended them off the strength of that. I was like, no, nigga.
He
I was like,
reframed
I'm
the
not
argument
saying,
to better suit his.
yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I'm not. I love my black people, but I am not one to say that we are
Sound
above
like Trump
getting.
when you said that. I love the blacks.
I'm
Black
not
are my
one.
favorite race.
I'm not one to say that we are above getting tricked. And I think to perpetuate that whole like, oh, us black, you can't pull the wool over our eyes. It's the easiest way to get us fucking tricked. If you think it's impossible for you to be misled, then you're most likely to be misled. You know what I mean? So fuck all that bullshit.
The people that matter aren't being misled. I'm sure some nigga at the corner.
The people that matter aren't being misled. Look, Bush,
You matter, Bush?
I'm sure some
let's
empty-headed
talk
people
about it
out
personally,
there
Bush.
that get
You
fooled,
cake for
man.
this nigga. You
do.
cake for this nigga, Bush.
Most definitely,
came all
man.
yesterday.
I
All
can't fool
yesterday,
whoever
nigga
fit my
was cake
agenda,
for
man.
me.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'm glad you admit it.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know,
Exactly.
and I'm still caping. I still fuck with him, man.
So it makes perfect sense that you liberal then, nigga. Because that's all these white people be
my
doing,
God.
and you eat that shit up.
I ain't say that.
This nigga don't care. This nigga don't care what. Oh, hold on. But then y'all niggas will talk shit about Abraham Lincoln, right? You say as long as the agenda fits us, who cares about?
y'all
Who
gotta
cares
change that
about the
list.
motives? Who
Y'all
cares
gotta
about
change
the
that
motives?
list. I was
cares-
thinking about that. Y'all gotta change that list. Y'all put
Who cares about the motives
Kaepernick
as
over
long as?
Abraham Lincoln?
Come on, man. This
No,
nigga
what-
Bush
what
said.
you-
This nigga Bush said, "Who cares about the motive as long as our it
you
fits
gonna
our
reframe it what I
interests,
said.
huh?"
I didn't say that. I did not say that shit. I was speaking
you a
about the black
conformist,
community as a whole. And I'm saying that during the time of OJ, a lot of people were like, yo, I don't know if OJ, he might be innocent. Like, people didn't really care whether or not he was innocent or guilty. It was all about fighting against the justice system. It was fucked up, and we wanted this black man to win this time. And when it was over, people went back to doing what they do. And And the reason people think he did it now is because a lot of black comedians started going on stage and making jokes about it. Saying, that nigga did it. That nigga did it. It started taking the white people's side after the whole thing
You
ended.
probably did do it.
So it's like,
nigga probably did do it though.
I don't think black people are that.
OJ definitely
like
did.
all black people. So
Ain't no
Yeah.
problem. OJ did that shit.
That nigga, didn't he write a book? Didn't he write a book? He's like, I didn't do it, but if I did,
But if I did do it,
I'm not even gonna speak on that. Like
And then you try to compare Kaepernick to Ali and shit. I was like, yo, you gotta
did
chill.
the same.
Wait.
So
Hey,
Nah.
listen.
That's
This,
the same
I guess
shit.
we should allow
Same
we should
shit.
allow for Bush. We should allow for Bush, or I believe Josh is a little bit more.
Hold on.
Hold up, shut the fuck up, Stone. Goddamn.
How did you introduce the topic? We just.
That's what I'm
jumped right
saying. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm like, because we all just arguing about this shit. Bush, or I think possibly Josh should get a rundown of the events that happened for those who are not in the know.
All right, so basically Kaepernick was given a tryout. People are saying that it was due to Roger Goodell or
Nigga Josh said no.
Stop
From jump.
Stop
What?
right there. Okay,
Trying to put
listen.
propaganda.
As someone who watches ESPN and the NFL religiously, let me break down what happened.
Man, get the fuck
So
out of
Jay-Z,
here.
Wow.
I mean, you in the know,
Jay-Z,
nigga.
Jay-Z, the
They all
same nigga
speculating
that
too.
Bush
What the fuck?
came up here and said was trash. He turned his back on Kaepernick, got Colin Kaepernick a workout. The same nigga that y'all all
Oh yeah,
trash
he made a whole
got
video.
Colin Kaepernick a workout.
Man, fuck Jay-Z, man.
No.
First of all, I never
Let me
look.
finish what happened. Let me tell the story.
Look. I didn't
me tell the
call.
story.
Bob off the top.
Let me tell the story. So Jay-Z got Colin Kaepernick
This
a
nigga,
workout.
man, what?
It was going to be in an NFL facility. There was going to be 25 team scouts were going to be there, but no media coverage. 30 minutes before the tryout, Kaepernick goes,
30 minutes.
I'm not going there. I'm going to go to this high school an hour away, and I'm going to do it there with media coverage. So already,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
know 25.
That
And
is-
all my
Let me
and
finish,
a
let me
Kunta
finish.
Kente shirt.
No, let me finish. Let me
the
finish.
nigga, so the nigga
I-
can't dress the way he want to dress now.
Let me
He
finish.
gotta,
Let me finish.
he gotta
Let me
put on
finish.
his Sunday
Boys,
best
let me finish.
for the
Kunta
man.
Kente-
Don't fuck with that nigga.
But let me finish. Out of those 25 scouts, only 8 of them said, "Yeah, I'll go." Only 8 of them went there. They get there. Kaepernick does his little workout in a Kunta Kente shirt, and then afterwards, he's doing his little interview, and he's saying, "Tell your owners, tell your managers to stop being cowards." Blah 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 blah. Blah, all this extra dumb shit. So
Okay,
the way I
you
look
want
at
the
it,
real story?
the way
Oh,
I
my
look
God.
at it, that is the real
Everybody
story.
got their own version of the story.
That is the real story.
That
The way-
shit happened.
So Kaepernick don't care about playing the NFL. It's obvious. He doesn't care. Let's be real. He just wants attention.
I feel like
Exactly
you've
what's
been talking
going on
for
right now.
hours, man. You ain't been saying nothing. Go ahead, man.
Ooh.
What you mean? Bush. If you an employer and you got a job interview with someone, and 30 minutes before the interview, he goes, "Hey man, I don't want to meet up at your office. Come meet at my office." You gonna hire that nigga?
That's the problem. That's the difference
What's the
between
problem?
that's the difference between a nigga with options and a nigga without options.
What is his option, Bush? Besides,
First of
What
all,
is his option?
first of all, the NFL wanted him to do the tryout, but the way they wanted to do the shit. They didn't want no media. They
same
didn't want.
way
They
every
wanted to
other
make
player
all the
gets drafted.
rules, and it don't work like that, man. I've
What do you mean
been.
it don't work like that?
Nah, man, he get a say in how the tryout
All right,
goes
so
too.
Bush,
They wanted to have it their way and shit. Like, nah, man.
Next time you get a job interview, you tell the person that's give you the interview how
I'm not in the position that Kaepernick is
No,
in.
next time you
so
need a job interview, tell the person that's interviewing you.
I don't have.
Hold
Wait, yeah, what position is
on.
Kaepernick
He
in?
no
Bush,
longer
Bush.
needs the NFL.
Bush.
What?
The NFL, Kaepernick is not. He was never a premier quarterback. Never. Okay, the
I'm
NFL is
not
doing
talking.
this nigga
I
a
ain't
favor.
talking about playing. I don't care about none of that shit. Stat. I don't give.
No,
You can
but
call all that all
here's
you
the thing.
want.
Here's the thing.
He don't need them.
The only way you can barter like that effectively is if the other side needs you as much as you need them, or more so they need you than you need them. That is not the case here. What happened?
I feel like it
was
is the case.
not an ingenuine attempt by Kaepernick to attempt to join the NFL, which, by the way, That there's no unless he played for the fucking Dolphins, there's no way that this nigga's gonna be starting anyway.
Hell no.
Stop.
He wasn't starting on the 49ers.
Stop. First of all, the reason there was an issue with him not showing up is because there was something in the contract that said that the NFL they were not liable if he got injured. Well, it was. I got a video for everything, but there was something in the contract that made his lawyers and his team like hesitate on it.
Bush, I got one question for you then. Do you think, in your personal opinion, that this man wants to play football again?
Yeah.
Okay, despite the options that you say that he has, he wants to be back on the field playing football.
Yeah, of course. Like, why even go through this whole thing to begin with? He already got the notoriety and the fame from the shit. There's no reason to even do a tryout. Some people don't even want him to be in the NFL, period. Nobody care about that shit no more. He's the one that keeps bringing it up. So obviously he wants to be a part of the league just based off him even showing to that high school or middle school or whatever y'all said and try it out anyway.
He knows he's not good enough to start. He's not, even if
that is false.
Even if he showed,
that man is good enough to start in the NFL.
Bush. Let's say
he gets on the Dolphins. Every other quarterback is better than him.
You named the team.
Bush. Let's say that he was amazing enough. Like they was like, man, this nigga still got it. This nigga is good, boy. Nobody would draft Colin just for the chemistry with the team. Like, that nigga would be an enormous distraction in the locker room, dog.
Nah.
Like, it would fuck up whatever chemistry, unless you had nothing to lose, i.e. the Dolphins.
Like, what are we even talking about? Obviously, there was some... The NFL switched their style up. They wanted them to try out a specific, like a different type of way. With no media coverage on a different day. It's like they just completely changed everything. They tried to change the rules.
And that nigga waited 30 minutes before.
No, he wanted it to be filmed so they couldn't manipulate the tapes or something.
Why didn't he say that when they gave him the offer? No, my question is, why didn't he say all this when they gave him the offer? Why didn't he say then wait 30 minutes before they tried to do all this dumb shit? Why didn't he do it when they first gave him the offer?
Bush, you know what I think? What I think is that he knew he wasn't going to start, and he knew he probably wasn't going to get picked up. He felt like, which was the reason that it was probably happening. The NFL only humored him because it looks bad if they don't give him the opportunity at least. But they were never going to pick him up, and they knew that he wasn't good enough. But here's the thing:
it ain't even about being good enough. They knew they weren't going to pick him up. Good. Point blank. Period.
No, look, if he was able to if he did showcase that shit, Kaepernick can always frame it as like, oh, they wasted my time. I went out there, I showed them what I had, and they wasted my time. You get what I'm saying? Like, he can always frame it as like he
wants a legitimate shot. So that's why
But Bush,
man with all these options decides, let me go on the field, risk injury,
all this shit he didn't like about the contract. All this shit he didn't like about the contract. Why did he sign the fucking contract then? Why did he wait 30 minutes before the trial to do all this? Why can't he do that shit from the get-go?
He didn't sign it. What do you
He was so thirsty. He's I'll get back in the league. Hop right on that shit and realize, hold up, wait a minute.
Bush, there ain't even good black quarterbacks in the league, bro.
There are. Yeah, that boy is nice, man. They told me about him a couple days ago.
It's Russell Wilson, bro.
Stop it.
Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson.
That new kid.
Lamar Jackson's the best black quarterback.
Cam is doo-doo. Where's Cam at, bro? What the fuck is he hurt?
He about to get dropped. He got hurt.
Exactly. There's no...
A white running back took his spot.
Oh my gosh.
No, Philly. Lamar Jackson MVP though.
He's like best quarterback now, man.
Okay, but if you talking premier quarterbacks, none of them niggas is black though.
You don't gotta be premier to be good enough to play in the NFL. They got people on the payroll now that can't even throw a lick.
So we just giving niggas jobs at this point.
There has never been a black quarterback that steps foot on the field that was better than Ben Roethlisberger, dog. It doesn't exist.
There's
no black quarterback.
He might be right.
No black quarterback. Check the books. There's no black quarterback better than Drew Brees, bro.
You're right.
Maybe for a season. There will never be a black Tom Brady, yo.
No, yeah, that's true.
Chill.
I mean,
I can't co-sign that.
The issue. The issue,
They'll probably
He
never
ain't
be
lying
another
right
Tom
now,
Brady,
though, so-
period. Let alone a
I
black one.
don't think they give black quarterbacks shots like that, man. And when they
man.
do get a chance to showcase their skills, they make these plays for them niggas to run and get hurt, or it's like they never protected by a good offensive lineman. Like that nigga can run. He don't need no good line. Like that's how they feel. And these motherfuckers get banged up and broken. That's why Cam is the way he is. He for the longest time been holding up this bum ass team, the Panthers. And now they finally get some good players. He all broken up and beaten, so he can't really take them nowhere now. He's been worn out. They discarded him like a useless toy or some shit now, man.
Black quarterbacks be getting injured now that I think about it.
Because
Though.
I mean, because you see the trend when they first get into the league, they
got replaced by a
set the
white
world
running
on
back,
fire.
dog.
Motherfucking Donovan McNabb spent as much time in the fucking hospital as he did on the field, bro. That's crazy, man.
Like look at Michael Vick. Like when they first get in the league, they set the world on fire. Steve Young, they all are good when they start off, but they just start getting fucked up. They start getting injured and hurt. It's
them twitch muscles, bro.
Bro.
Them twitch muscles, bro.
But I mean, look. But obviously, between the NFL and Kaepernick, they obviously playing a game. It's the same way Manny Pacquiao and Floyd been doing, as far as not getting that fight going. They obviously playing games. They're trying to get the upper hand. Who got the A side? Who got the B side? Who needs me?
Obviously, the NFL's the A side. We all know that. Ain't nobody. Kaepernick's not bigger than the NFL. Stop it. He never will be. Stop it.
I'm not saying he's bigger than the NFL.
Colin Kaepernick
I am saying it is beneficial for the NFL to give him a fair
Colin Kaepernick
shake.
is the Zab Judah of the NFL, bro. He's done. He's fucking done.
Okay? Zab Judah.
This nigga is a bum, bro. He's done. He's washed up. What the fuck he gonna do now besides try to sell this fake conscious shit to the black community now?
To back up what Philly was saying, I watched the NFL the season before.
The NFL is just an entity. It ain't got a face. Colin Kaepernick got a face, man. That's people can get behind.
To back up what you were saying, I watched the NFL
Man, Tom
the season
Brady,
before
nigga.
Kaepernick was kneeling, dog. He
Nah.
played like trash. He played like trash.
He played like a bum.
He
And
played
then-
like trash. And then he played like trash. He got hurt. They put the backup quarterback in. They started winning. So next season came along. The dude said, okay, when I put him in, we started winning. So I'm going to start him this year. Kaepernick starts kneeling. All this extra shit. 5-6 games to the season. All right, Cap, let's see what you got. You starting. 4 interceptions. Get the fuck up out of here, man.
Nigga been cold. You put it on the bench. And it's like, what? No. First of all, every good quarterback throws a ton of interceptions. Phillip Rivers is a great quarterback. He throws
4 in one game, dog.
Shit, he threw 6 in one game. What? Drew Brees the same way. That boy threw 8 in one game.
Talking all this shit, you gonna come back
talking about some interceptions.
You gonna stop that?
When you struggling, you trying to make something happen. You take risks, man.
Drew Brees got a championship. Colin Kaepernick ain't got no fucking championship.
Colin Kaepernick, like on his second year, or I think second or first year, took his team to the Super Bowl. So
and lost.
I mean, he lost.
What does that matter?
He took his team to the Super Bowl.
He lost.
How many quarterbacks in the NFL now can say that?
Bush, that's like getting 50 points in a basketball
not a
game.
lot. But it's like 5 people. It's like 5 people.
Can't do it.
Eli Manning trash ass. He got a ring.
You can't count
He got
that.
a fucking ring. Come on,
I bet Cap better than Eli right now. I put money on that.
Why you comparing the niggas in the NFL
Eli
to this nigga outside of the NFL?
Eli, and that's a low bar, nigga. Like you really reaching for that one.
No. We're not talking about whether or not he's the best or whether or not he's a viable starter. We're talking about whether or not he deserves to be given a shot or to be in the league, period. They got murderers, rapists, and killers out there in the league right now, and motherfuckers that can't throw a lick that are wide receivers.
What are you talking about? AB now.
These niggas out here doing flea flickers. You can't get this man a shot.
This nigga Colin Kaepernick is official salesman. The white side of him is using the black side of him to sell this shit to the black community, bro.
Yo, you got teams that can't throw the ball.
Got the black side.
They got
of him
their running
the
back at
field,
quarterback position, man.
singing these damn spirituals to y'all niggas eating this shit.
Eating it up.
Okay.
This man is enslaved by himself.
Ain't
Oh,
nobody
shit.
eat. First of all,
The
it don't,
nigga not going to jail. The nigga not doing. No, come on,
it don't
bro.
make
Yeah,
sense.
man, come on.
It don't make
Ain't got
sense
no
for this.
real threat.
No, it don't make sense for this to be all a setup.
This nigga undid his
push
cornrows,
himself.
let it
Like,
out
it
into an
don't-
afro, and y'all
it
niggas lost y'all fucking minds, bro.
That nigga just like right when he started failing, he started growing out his afro and shit like that. That's not a coincidence, Bush. That nigga had a
Coincidence?
fade
He
his
had
whole
more
career.
time
That
on his
nigga
hands. He
had
been
a-
on the bench.
the
What
nigga
are you
had a
talking
fade
about?
The whole career.
Maybe when
grow
back
his
to his
hair?
fade, he'd be good again. Like, shit.
Yeah, right.
Y'all dumb. So he set this whole thing. So he made
And
the
y'all
media
talk-
look at him.
And technically,
Y'all talk
he got
all
white
this
parents.
shit.
It was
Y'all
we don't
talk all
know
this
about
shit.
it, but
Well,
what you talking about?
y'all sound dumb as
Y'all
hell. Anyway,
talk-
moving
y'all
on. Next
talk all
topic.
this shit
Yeah,
about
and
light
next-
skinned dudes,
next
and then y'all,
topic.
he is the next coming to y'all niggas, bro.
And
Next
low key, he
topic.
might be trying to get
Next
back.
Philly,
Low key,
Philly,
might
I
try
told
to
you,
get back at
Philly, I
black.
told you, Stone, I told Philly this one time. I bet you agree with me. When there's a regular like light skinned nigga that's fully black, they make fun of them. But when a half black nigga comes in, they try to claim him up real quick.
Who is?
Yup.
What are you
Yeah,
talking
Claim him up
about?
real quick.
Why you trying to cape for this mutt, dog? Like I don't understand.
What? That's a slur, man. Stop it. Stop.
What's the comments got to say about this, bro?
They said fuck
Tell
that one
me,
and done Negro.
Well,
They
thank
said fuck him. Bush the only one on this man dick, man.
I'm
Like
not
come on,
on
bro.
nothing, man. This shit is the truth. Y'all on some conspiracy
not the
hotep
truth.
shit, man.
How
Nigga
is
ain't,
this
nigga ain't
conspiracy?
pure enough. He mixed blood, so he
Nigga ain't
can't be
pure
fully
enough.
woke. Like, what are you talking about?
Ain't nobody said that all that.
You
Nobody
basically
said
said
Nigga
that in
just
so many
hoodwinking.
words.
We saying that he don't want to play in the NFL, and it's showing.
That nigga
He
hoodwinking
don't want to
you.
play. He don't want to play. It's
He don't
showing.
wanna play.
He if he doesn't want to play, why even do these tryouts?
If he wanted to play,
he
he'd have
getting
went to the fucking
Nike
tryout.
ads. He
would've
being
did the
promoted
fucking tryout.
everywhere. He getting
If he
awards.
want-
People are saying his
Bush,
name. He
Bush,
don't need
Bush,
this.
there are
He
millions
don't
of
need to
people
play.
right- Bush,
Period.
There are,
Hold
Bush,
up.
there are
His
millions of
Nike
people right now.
sponsorship-
Matter of fact, him playing just ruins his legacy and
Bush,
proves y'all right if
Bush,
he does
There are
poorly.
his
millions
Nike
of people right now
sponsorship-
that would love that tryout. They would take
His-
that tryout in a heartbeat. The NFL
They
game.
not capped,
He
so
don't want to
fuck
play.
Hold on a second. His Nike sponsorship is based on the fact that despite the shit that's been going on, he was once an athlete as well. He is moving less towards that athlete shit and more towards his activist
Matt,
shit. Ain't no activist getting sponsors from Nike. He ain't never gonna be in a Nike commercial again, bro.
Yeah,
Imagine,
because
imagine,
they look.
imagine Martin Luther King with
He
an
is
Adidas
extremely
sponsor, dog.
marketable.
Like, come on, bro.
This nigga, watch, we're gonna see Colin on the K-Swiss commercial, bro. This nigga he's not getting no
Look,
more Nike money, bro.
Tell you right now, man. This nigga Kaepernick is a legend, just based off all this.
Yo, kick this
Oh,
nigga, bro.
no.
Just based
get
off,
outta
he ain't
here,
gotta
man.
throw a single football ever again.
How is
He is
he
a
a
legend
legend?
just based off of what
How
he
he a
did.
legend?
Oh my god.
For getting benched?
I mean, well, you call it what you
He
want
a
to call
legend?
it, man. For wearing this,
benched?
for wearing this
Playing like
hotel
trash? You a
dashiki
legend?
shirt and some kufi socks, nigga. He's a legend.
Bush,
get
Bush,
outta
just
here.
admit it. Just admit it. You got a number 7 shirt on with your drawers off right now, though.
I don't even.
Come on,
I
bro.
don't.
Bush wearing the Kuta Kente shirt right now.
I was
Yup.
never a fan of the
Nigga was
49ers,
beating
man.
off
Like
to this
I
nigga
am
right
a
for this podcast,
I am
bro.
a
Come on,
Tom
man.
Brady fan. Like why? I have no reason to back this
How are
man.
you a Tom Brady?
There are
How
so
you
many
backing
other
Colin
people,
Kaepernick, a Tom Brady
activists
fan,
out
but
there that
nigga-
I can be behind. Like I'm not
Tom
defending this
Brady,
man because I
Tom
have
Brady
to.
fuck with Trump, right?
Yeah, right. Look, yeah, that's what I was just thinking about. Like,
Nigga
this
Bush,
nigga,
man.
this nigga
I
Bush.
mean, I like him
what?
playing football. What do you mean?
This Bush love the
That nigga
oppressor.
Mayweather's
but
a
when I
woman
say
beater.
that,
I don't.
but when I say that, it's a
he
big
still is
thing.
good in the ring.
Like I
Like,
said, you woman beater.
But when
so
I
what
say
are we
that,
talking
it's a
about?
bad thing though.
Yo, that's
People
crazy,
have
man.
faults,
Like
anyway, moving on.
people be talking
Oh,
shit
now
about
it's like, wow,
Mayweather beat up like 100 niggas. He beat up one woman. His whole shit. What the
His
fuck?
whole
What
legacy.
type shit is that, man?
Oh my! See,
Chris
here
Brown,
we go.
Chris
Here-
Brown done
Nah,
brought y'all niggas.
Hey, yo, King.
Yeah.
Are you
He
still
defends
alive?
himself.
Facts.
He
No, we
defends
gotta-
himself, and now he a woman beater for the rest of his life. Come on,
Yep.
bro. Like, what we doing, man?
We not doing this. We not
Nah.
doing this.
No.
Yeah. Get him.
So we gonna act like
What are
We
you
gonna act
talking
like-
about even?
Chris Brown had bite marks on himself, dog. She was on some primal shit.
right?
Okay.
Giving that nigga the lumps.
Oh, my
And then he bops her up a couple times to get her off, and then he in trouble, right?
Bro, he beat
Come on,
the
bro.
dog shit out of her. I don't know what the
Get him,
fuck
son.
y'all are
Yeah,
talking
I didn't even
about.
know who she
Alright.
was in that picture, man.
Hold up, Keith.
I thought that shit was Photoshop.
Keith,
What?
women bruise like bananas, bro. He ain't
Oh
have to do
my
much.
God. You sound like a woman beater, nigga.
I know,
sound
but
like
you know
a serial
exactly how they
abuser.
bruise, you know where to hit them and everything.
It's like
said that.
it's like the
Don't put
angry
that-
husband telling himself
Don't put
that he
that on
didn't
me.
really do.
All I said is that women are generally delicate. It don't take much to.
Man,
lump a
I
chick
ain't
up
beat her
like
that
bro.
hard. I just put my hand on her neck and I don't know, it just rings there. Like,
Stop
what?
that.
you
Y'all
talking
niggas was
about?
making a set.
You
Y'all
saw
doing
Euphoria. You saw Euphoria. How Nate barely grabbed that chick, and then she got like a whole bruise
He
on her.
almost
He was
snapped her
choking the
neck
shit out of
off.
her.
I don't remember that.
Talking
Yo,
about?
He gently grabbed her. And
Ain't
told
no
her,
gently
"Stop that
nothing.
fuck shit."
That
I
nigga
will
was trying to
not
kill
stand-
her.
He
I
almost
would not
snapped her
stand for this
neck
character
off, man.
assassination, yo.
Well, y'all
This
niggas,
is an accurate
y'all
assessment.
trolling. Y'all trolling.
That nigga's a psychopath.
Y'all trolling, man.
Shout out to
I
my nigga
never.
Nate, man. He the best.
Yo,
Putting in that work.
speaking of abuse. And,
Oh, now you like gay niggas.
That nigga not gay.
Yeah, he is.
That nigga
Yes,
not
he
gay.
is.
Oh, yo.
Yes,
He might
he
be,
is.
he might be a
Yo.
little curious, but he ain't gay. Oh,
Fuck out of here.
He might like the strap on, but that's just.
Oh man,
I'll make him gay. This nigga Josh left. Oh shit.
Look,
it was that
man.
euphoria shit, man. We lost
Too
him,
much
yo.
gay shit.
I mean,
Yeah, man.
it's euphoria, man. Brings everybody together. But anyway, speaking of abuse, we got a video from IHOP, man. Some
Man, I like
crazy
these
veteran.
transitions, Bush.
Huh?
Yo, this nigga Bush.
I like these
this nigga-
transitions. Boy.
Yeah, I was about to say Bush transitions A1, dog.
He's moving them out. Like,
I remember them shits used to be trash back in the day, bro.
nigga, don't
I see you, Bush.
nigga, what's on this shit, boy?
And then
Bush
you
been
just
in the
ruined.
lab.
You just
All right.
ruined. You just ruined the
Nah,
fucking
bro.
transition, man.
Go ahead, bro.
You just brought attention to it, but you just ruined
Look at
this
this
shit,
nigga
man.
Bush, dog.
Nigga Bush,
King,
man.
you don't know this. This nigga used to be doo-doo. With the intros and the transitions, bro. This man smooth with it, boy.
Oh,
I see you,
Bush.
Bush.
Don't work. We go.
God damn. Public speaking
y'all just
motherfucker. Look at
you
this
just
nigga.
ruined the fucking trend. Like it's done
Oh,
now.
Some
man.
nigga, you were talking about some nigga in IHOP or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
So press F to pay respect for Bush transitions, bro.
y'all been condescending now, man. Get the fuck move on, nigga.
I'm not being I'm dead
Yo.
at dog. The first one you did when we started into this topic, I was like, whoa, that's pretty impressive. Then the second one, I wasn't gonna say shit. And then Stone came out and said it, dog.
Nah, man, because it was impressive. I just gotta
was
commemorate
impressive,
my
bro.
nigga Bush, man. That was good.
No,
bro.
no pressure for the next one, bro. No pressure. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Be great.
do your thing,
Be
do
great.
your thing.
It's just like
Do you,
Kaepernick,
black man,
nigga.
do
Just
you.
like Kaepernick.
Go ahead.
No,
Go
no,
ahead.
Great.
no, you lost me. You lost me.
Go ahead, King. Go ahead, King.
That's that hotels. King, queen.
I'm calling Keek. From now on, I'm calling Keek. I'm calling Keek Queen.
Don't do that shit.
A phoenix.
As long as
IHOP
it's not
nigga?
in a condescending way.
It's always
know-
gonna be in a condescending way.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't put that on me.
Queen.
Like
He-
Sabo and shit. Kings and shit. Man, come
Oh
on.
man.
Good to you, bro.
You know a nigga ain't shit. He changed the definition of a word like that. Make it
Oh,
like,
man.
undesirable. Yo.
Raise an attack on video.
Add a warning.
Yeah,
Damn,
let me
nigga,
call
we
you
got like
queen,
10
bud.
minutes left of the
Is
clock, nigga.
beyond
Come on,
tough
let's go
to
home.
watch. The victim involved is okay. This is
Bush.
surveillance video from
Bush.
inside
Yo,
the
what
Valley
up?
IHOP. You see the man just
What the fuck you waiting for?
I played the video already. Where y'all
Oh
at?
shit, where watch
Shit, oh,
it?
he is? Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
yeah, like I gotta say it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, this is Phoenix. Oh, fuck. Shout out to my city, though.
So yeah, this apparently this man is like a mental patient. He needs some help, dog.
Ain't happened to me, though. I ain't walking in IHOP.
This man needs some help. we need to support our veterans, man. We need to pay these people, man.
Man, play the
Shit,
video,
It's the
nigga.
milk.
All tonight, a shocking and brazen attack on video.
Yeah.
And
watch
a
it,
warning,
yeah.
this video you're about to see is beyond
Why this
tough
shit- why
to
she gotta work
watch.
so
The victim
dutiful, man?
involved is okay. This is surveillance video from inside that Valley
That nigga
IHOP.
pulled
You see
up.
the man just
Damn!
going on a
What the
rampage right
fuck?
there.
What?
Oh, he
Attacking
put the coffee in
customers,
it?
stealing
Oh, he hitting it
belongings,
with the oh.
setting a kitchen on fire.
Oh,
ABC
wow.
14's Carla Navarrete is live with
Look at
us.
sound
Carla, what
effect.
else can you tell us?
How you set a kitchen?
You start a
on fire?
fire?
Katie, this all happened at
That
this
nigga put the rag
IHOP
on
you see
the stove.
behind me here at 51st Avenue.
Yo,
and
I be
the
telling
I can
niggas-
show you in back in September.
This why I go to
I know where
Dennis,
this-
bro.
hold on, I know where this
Police,
is at.
The suspect in this case
Stone
is a
baby mama
veteran
worked
who
that
suffered
This is
from mental
Stone
health
Peoples, Stone know that he hired
Not
this
sure
man.
when he
First
made it
Avenue, right
into
off
the
the highway.
IHOP at 51st Avenue and the I-10 back on September 29th.
Off the I-10,
But
yeah.
what ensued
Shit,
after
shoulda went to
Joe
Carl's
Mace's
Jr.
arrival looks like a script out of a movie. The two women at a booth enjoying their coffee when suddenly he grabs their coffee pot and
Damn!
starts aggressively attacking one of the
Wow.
women
That
on the
That's
head.
fucked up.
A family of
Damn,
5
that shit was
children
vicious.
takes notice
Oh,
of
no.
what's happening.
Not the kids.
And
Yo,
immediately
Get out of
goes to
here.
the
get out of
rescue.
here.
More
They
babies.
just left.
Yeah.
They just
Don't
did.
say
Again,
shit.
he grabs this
Yo,
coffee
they did
pot,
not help
Look
that
at that
old
nigga
lady
cut.
out.
throwing it across
They
the
did not
dining
help our
room.
old
Then
lad.
47-year-old Joe Mesa
Yo, what the fuck
notices the
happened to his-
purse left
hold on,
behind
pause
by
this
the
shit.
family and takes
I'll be mad too if someone gave me that bull cut. Look at that nigga.
They said my barber was in this IHOP. Yeah.
That shit fucked up, man.
Dog, never look. As an aside, stop going to IHOP, yo. Go to Denny's. Nothing
it
good happens at IHOPs.
It's an IHOB now. I thought it
No, that
IHOB.
was they did that shit for like a week, nigga. Like back in the day,
Yeah,
it's
it
IHOP
is.
now.
Oh, it's back
Not
to
even
IHOP.
committed to that.
Yeah, this yo, nah, man. IHOP is not a good place to go. Definitely go to Denny's. IHOP, bad
Nah,
shit happens at
Denny's
IHOP.
It's the same
Denny
shit.
racist, bro. Nah, go to IHOP.
IHOP, Denny's, and the Waffle House the same
Go to Waffle
shit.
House.
The
Oh,
same
Waffle,
shit.
no,
Look.
Waffle House full of niggas. Nah,
There's-
The Waffle House racist.
There's no
That's why you go
such
to
thing.
Waffle House.
You know what I think
So
is
you get shot by
conceptually
cops?
fucked up? You know what? Y'all ever heard of a restaurant like a diner called Nifty 50s?
it sounds
That
familiar.
sound like some 40 shit.
It sound
Nifty
familiar.
50s, the whole concept of it is back in the
Old
50s.
people.
You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
like
never mind.
they
Sound like
the waitresses are dressed up in a certain way and shit, and you
Do
can
black
get
people come in
milkshakes
through the
and
back?
shit for like 20. That's what I was yo, when somebody brought me to that shop, like, can I sit in the same place as y'all? They're like, is it segregated? Like, let's keep it real.
Yeah,
That
that's
nigga
true.
said all
Anyway.
that with a smile on his face. I
Like-
want to come in through the back.
Like Johnny
Shit,
Rockets
yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
Gotta use a different bathroom and shit.
Got to get a character,
Anyway.
man.
Their first mistake here was going to IHOP. That's what we need to do. Fuck the mental health.
Nah.
The mental health shit takes a backseat to the fact that people in 2019 shouldn't be going to
he
IHOP.
just stole on this old lady with a coffee pot, man. Ain't nobody do nothing.
Right.
What's crazy is like
What you
nigga
gonna
was,
do?
nigga was smooth with it. Like he's
Look at this man
had to
built.
plan that
Look at
shit.
how he built. He built like a pear, man. You could take this, man.
no
He
fuck
feel like
out of
a
here, man. I don't know if that's muscle or not. Let's
Takes
run
it.
the video.
One of the customers is seen here taking cover
This boy
behind
built like
in the
Huggy Bear,
kitchen?
dog. What the
with
fuck?
a desolate kitchen.
That nigga don't
because
got a
everyone
gun,
is
like
in
he just
fear.
got his
The
hands.
suspect is seen walking into the kitchen with the stolen purse. He burns himself when he tries to grab a pan
Dumbass.
and then manages to start a fire. Remember the lady attacked in the first place? Here she is
Look at her
again,
bleed.
walking
Oh!
herself to the restroom
She
with
leaking.
blood all over her face, stumbling into the
She
kitchen,
leaking.
apparently looking for help.
They just left that old lady
Wait,
there,
wait,
man.
wait, wait,
Left her ass.
wait,
Go
Dude
back
wait,
to her
came back
friend.
for some seconds.
wait. I would have if I was that lady. Yo, you walk. Don't. Why would you stay in the IHOP if the nigga's still
She
there?
dazed. She don't
Leave.
know where she
She
at,
dead.
man.
Yeah, she don't know where the fuck she at.
What?
She don't know what she at. Nigga, she got hit with
You
a
know
coffee
what?
mug. What the fuck?
You know what?
She
My
like,
friend,
help,
if I got-
I need help.
I'd have walked outside. Like, let me get some fresh air. Let me.
You taking a metal? You taking a metal
Yeah,
coffee
he
mug
see your ass. He
and-
come back with that coffee pot, dog.
Right?
Oh man.
Now, just a few minutes ago, we heard from a family member of one of the women who were attacked, and she tells me that her grandmother suffered a concussion.
Oh, that's
the
a
other woman
grandmama.
also suffering a concussion. The woman's grandmother also having to have stitches, and she tells me her grandmother is still very emotionally charged with what happened here at this
Oh
IHOP.
yeah,
Now,
she
as far
definitely
as
gonna
the
want to build a
suspect,
wall now.
That grandmama said, if I see that nigga on the streets, it's a wrap.
Wait, was that dude?
It's
Was that dude like Hispanic?
He look
There's a lot-
Hispanic,
there's,
bro.
there's a lot of Mexicans here, like so.
It's
I
only
wouldn't be
bad.
surprised. Like yeah, they're
Damn.
probably.
Let's see that. I don't know,
think-
man.
I think the Mexican population is more than anybody else, especially in Phoenix.
Yeah, I think that nigga Mexican, boy.
Oh shit, man.
That nigga's definitely Mexican. Look at
With that haircut, never mind.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, he might.
I don't know. He got that widow's peak. He got that widow's peak, and that's that Anglo-Saxon gene. I don't know, bro.
Oh, nigga, shut the fuck up.
What's the dude that do Punisher? I forgot his name.
John Berthal?
Yeah, Berthal. Yeah, he kind of got that nigga haircut in Punisher.
Oh man, that nigga chubby too. Look at that.
The second season of Daredevil, when he got that bowl cut and shit, yeah. He looked like that.
What was he mad about, man? Just I don't.
It's
I got a question. I got a question. If y'all was in this IHOP, what would y'all done?
Dip.
Yeah, that's probably left.
Yeah,
you might have AIDS.
Like because I feel like what I told one of my friends is like there's this subconscious like social pressure on guys that if shit go down, we gotta like defend motherfuckers, and that shit is scary. Like I don't want to do that.
Look,
you know what I mean? Like
if he ain't got a weapon and you see him beating on a helpless old lady, I mean, you gotta,
here's my thing.
Your conscience gotta sit in, man.
Yeah.
Keith, I got a question.
Yeah.
I got a question. You and Stone going to IHOP, right? Y'all eating at IHOP. Y'all eating at IHOP. This nigga come up, swing on Stone with a fucking with a what you call it, with a coffee mug. Yeah, he swing on. What do you?
That nigga
what
with
do
a waffle
you do?
maker.
What do you do?
Shit, I don't know. I might buy the first thing I can throw and then run.
No, you ain't gonna throw. You are not gonna stir this man's ire. You just gonna dip. Like I feel like you gonna dip. But the second situation, let's say this is the reverse. That nigga swing on you, clock you upside the head with a coffee mug. What do you expect Stone to do?
Run.
You expect him to run?
Yeah.
So you
I don't expect no nigga to defend me. Ever. I don't expect nobody to do nothing for me. I take care of myself.
So you don't say, oh fuck no, that's my nigga Keek. You ain't gonna swing that coffee mug on him. You don't expect Stone to do that shit.
Shit, I ain't doing shit.
I expect Stone to do that shit, bro. I expect him, like if it was me. I don't know, man. Boy. I just feel like I remember there was this one time I was on the bus and this crazy nigga got on the bus. I don't know why the bus drivers be letting these niggas on, but he was like, fucking shit. Fuck. I was like, oh god damn, yo. And it was nothing but women on this bus. I said, if this crazy nigga swings on one of these women, they're gonna expect me to tackle him.
I mean, you don't want to be pussyfied like the Hulk, man. You might want to tackle him.
Right.
I don't want to be fucking dead either. Like fucking Tony Stark.
Man up, man. Nah, Hulk was
here.
pussyfied. You'd be pussyfied too if you let these old women get beat up by this crazy madman.
Say what you will, Hulk is alive, dog. I'd rather be alive.
I mean, you'll be alive too, man. He might just beat you up a little bit, man.
Fuck out of here.
Might dent your shit up.
Homeless people are ridiculously strong, bro.
That nigga was homeless? I thought he was just in a mental hospital.
I think he's something like that. It's something like homeless or something. Yeah.
If a nigga like this, he can't be paying his rent on time if he doing crazy shit like this.
Look like a nigga ain't got nothing to lose, man. That's all I'm saying. He probably sleeping on.
He probably's got a mental breakdown.
Yeah, living in Arizona, I don't blame him.
He just need a good woman.
Oh God!
So you can beat her.
And that's what we always be saying. The love of a good black woman could cure anything.
So you can beat her.
Don't put that shit on us.
She need to bear the burden of his mental illness.
So he let all the pain out at home. So he don't do that in the public.
Right.
He just need a lovable pin cushion, man.
I mean, look. Technically, is that not the better of the two situations?
Oh my God!
Okay. Not at all.
Who you gonna sacrifice to this man?
Would you rather get a whole store terrorized, one woman getting her ass beat?
It was like 5 or 6 people. Come on now.
Listen,
exactly. If one woman getting her ass beat at home versus 5 or 6 people in the IHOP.
Black Widow did that. She made that kind of sacrifice.
She did it. Be like Black Widow, man.
We can't all be Black Widow.
Somebody got to take the. Come on.
Somebody got to take the jump. Yeah.
Take the licks.
Y'all niggas. Anyway,
Anyway.
we might want to transition.
Where them golden transition?
Go to the next
Transition.
Bush, damn, nigga.
Bush, beat me up. Me and Stone is too deep. There's no good way to get out of this, bro.
We gotta get out.
Speaking of ain't shit niggas, man, let's talk about this.
We gotta get out.
Let's talk about this Hollywood exec, man.
Shit, I'll take it. I'll take it. Not your best transition, but I'll take it.
Let's talk about old Harriet Tubman. Said this man need a strong woman. Let's talk about Harriet Tubman, man.
Okay. He need a Harriet Tubman in his life.
Oh yeah, so yeah, y'all all know that the movie Harriet came out like a couple weeks ago. I think 1 or 2 weeks ago. Anybody here seen it aside from me?
No.
Damn, y'all didn't even support.
You saw this shit?
Yeah, I saw the movie, man. I saw Harriet.
Bush.
I had to see it, man.
Did you see this shit in theaters or on
You
Pornhub?
know damn well I didn't see it.
Pornhub be having the links though.
Bootleg the fuck
How
out of this
bad
shit.
it was on Pornhub, dog.
I saw the Broly movie on Pornhub.
No, look,
That shit raw, bro.
Yeah, man.
no, man.
1080p.
I mean, I heard it was bad, so that's why I didn't. Yeah, so it's like, I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want to pay $40 to see this shit, man. But yeah. So yeah,
Roberts kind of do look like.
So yeah, the movie.
Y'all see her sibling?
Yo, y'all don't stop with that shit.
So yeah, so
that shit low key with a slap.
That's
bro.
y'all
Like,
like
I ain't
queen.
gonna lie.
That's y'all like queen.
she just did Pretty Woman too, man. This shit was out there. It might have been
I still
good.
haven't seen
Nah,
that movie. I
Stop
gotta
that. Y'all niggas on some no. That horse face white lady. Come on, man.
Yo, so
I mean, Harriet wasn't a looker either.
Where
though.
do your
my
standards
God.
lie?
we ain't fit that. I didn't see that old ass grimy picture passing around of Harriet
look,
Tubman
man,
for years and years,
it's
bro. Like,
slavery, man. Like you don't look your,
You know
don't
what's
look your
crazy?
best after slavery, man.
I don't think that that's Harriet Tubman. Like, I was like,
Can we
they
get to the
say-
goddamn story, please?
all right, go ahead.
All right, so like you know, people are doing press tour now for the movie. Since the movie is out, they're trying to promote the movie, and the screenwriter and producer Gregory Allen Howard, he came out and said something about the film. He was like,
nigga said if they don't have Harriet sucking dick, it ain't accurate.
What?
Oh
ahead, Bush.
my God, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We just,
That person said that shit, bro.
oh my God. What
Somebody said
yo,
Death
what
Race is speaking mad saucy for no reason.
what is he
Bro.
saying? What does that even mean? Anyway,
She was sucking dick.
look, man, I'm sure. Look, Harriet was a baddie, man. She had a lot of men trying to come for her, man. Look, if she,
Look, I think she probably
she's
had
a
to be,
grown
bro.
woman, man. You know.
I ain't
Anyway.
leaving no fucking plantation for no ugly bitch, bro.
This
Y'all
why we
don't
can't.
get the fuck
This
out.
why we can't do shit. This why we can't take niggas nowhere, though. Look,
She had to be fit.
so I mean,
What was
look,
under that? What was under that loincloth, man?
look, when she was about 40, she married somebody that was 20 years old.
up.
So Harriet wants to talk around
When
the
she was-
town, man.
When she was 40, she what?
When she was about like 40 up there, she married somebody that was 24. So yeah,
She made somebody that was what? Your shit cut.
she married somebody that was 24. So
Damn.
yeah, Harriet
Alright.
was she was out there, man. She was
I
bad.
mean, he could have been ugly. We don't know.
I
Just
mean,
because he's younger don't mean it. Shit.
No,
Anybody
man,
in the
look,
1800s,
I mean, look.
anybody in the like, to me,
Man.
just look
they
fucking
went to
disgusting.
war together,
So,
man. You know, he saw the strength of her, man. You know, it's fine. Anyway, let's talk about Julia
Yo,
Roberts.
can you imagine one of the little slave babies getting freed as a kid and be thinking like, when I grow up, I want to fuck that lady. That's that nigga husband, huh? I assumed he was one of the slaves that she freed.
Bush carried the conversation, nigga. Go.
Why you? Y'all think it's so unprofessional, man. Damn.
Nigga, you supposed to be the host. You the one
You're right,
with
you're right.
responsibility.
You're right, Bush. You're right.
You won't let
Yeah,
me
y'all
fucking
niggas
talk.
interrupted him with this bullshit though.
You're sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
All right.
Oh, come on, man.
Them lips do look nice, though.
So- So,
ahead.
screenwriter
Go
and
ahead.
producer Gregory Allen Howard came out and said he was doing an interview with some sort of publication, right? He came out and said, studio exec wanted Julia Roberts to play Harriet Tubman in 1994. Howard said that a black person was in the meeting. Howard said that a black person in the meeting said casting Roberts would be impossible because she's white. And the exec said that was so long ago, no one will know that. And that was the story.
What?
That's what the exec said in response to that. What the dude said, he was like, "That was so long ago. No one would know that she was black." That's what the exec was saying. So,
I mean, low key, they trying to erase our history and rewrite niggas like read out as white people. So it makes sense.
Angelina Jolie did it. She played a black woman.
Did she?
They did it. They did it in
Yeah.
Gods of Egypt?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Some shit.
And what's her name? Jennifer Lawrence did. I think Hunger Games was supposed to be a black girl.
Yeah, Katniss was supposed to be.
I read the book. They didn't say she was white specifically. I don't know about that one.
She wasn't supposed to be white, man. Is all I'm saying. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, that was pretty much the story. I got a little picture of him up. So cancel support, man. Hollywood, man. What we doing, dog?
I fully support Julia Roberts. I would still.
Cancel support all of Hollywood, man. They've been fucking up this week, man.
And it's a black dude too that was thinking about that shit.
Yeah, he was the writer, the screenwriter, and the producer. He was trying to shop this movie around for about 10 years, and they finally decided to do it. And that's the thing with Hollywood, man. And that's why when there's a race bin or a casting where somebody that was white is turned black, like Ariel, and you get all these black people that come out here and say, man, I'm tired of race bending too. I'm with the white people. I'm tired of race bending. And they think that if they say that, they'll get original content, and they don't realize that Hollywood lazy as fuck, so you won't get original content at all. You'll just get nothing in replace of the race bending. So, like, I'm fine with race bending, man. I don't.
Yeah, I'm thinking,
especially for people that don't.
I'm thinking what Death Race just said. I'm thinking that they're like, unless they really, but then again, Hollywood have done some shit like the Death Race just said, like they probably gonna do like a white version of that shit. But how do you make a white version of a white woman freeing white slaves and shit? Like, yeah, I can't.
No. They were look like the Hollywood exec was saying. They probably would have changed the name or something like that, or they probably would have left it the same.
Like
but they were just gonna make the person that was freeing the slaves white. So yeah,
it was like a white woman. Like
that don't make no sense.
Like one of those slave masters. I mean, one of the slave master's wife be fucking the niggas. Like do we forget that? Like the field niggas, they were piping out the slave master's wife the whole time. So
it was gonna be a typical white savior film. So yeah,
probably. Yeah, I gotta cancel it. I can't support it, unfortunately. But I love Julia Roberts. White woman.
Since we already talking about Hollywood, let's talk about your girl Brenda. I mean, Josh ain't here no more. Josh is probably the only person that would even know who she is. Brenda Song.
I know who Brenda Song is.
I know who Brenda Song is.
Oh, you know? Okay. Let's talk about her.
Disney Channel. You realize like what the fuck?
He's gonna assume we don't know.
You the oldest nigga here. Of course you want to know, nigga.
I didn't think you knew who she was,
Brenda
man.
Song. What was her name? Tiffany. I don't know what her name was in the
London Tipton. And she has that one movie, Wendy Wu. Homecoming.
Wendy Wu slap, boy. I saw that on Disney Plus. I rewatched that on Disney Plus. Y'all go watch Wendy Wu Homecoming Warriors. They had some fight scenes in there. That shit slap, man. I ain't gonna
for real. That shit goes.
She dating Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone dude.
Not dating. Did she marry?
I mean, married. Yeah, they married. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about that nigga. Fuck that nigga.
Man, that nigga.
Like I know Janae got piped out by Big. Listen, Bush. I know Janae got piped the fuck out by Big Sean multiple times. Do I give a fuck? No. What? I'm still eating it out. I'm still eating it.
I wasn't saying that's a diss.
We ain't talking about all that.
I'm taking the chopsticks out and I'm still eating it.
Why you
the chopsticks? That's kind of racist. Chopsticks.
Ain't no racism in there.
You just mentioned chopsticks with Asians for no reason.
Bush, you ain't never got no chopsticks and eat a girl. Never mind. Let's go. Continue. Go
What?
ahead,
Chopsticks and eating? What the fuck are you talking about, dog?
I
Anyway, man. Anyway, Brenda Song. Brenda Song's like obviously when these celebrities go on press tours, they start spilling the tea. They start saying shit that they ain't supposed to be saying, right?
Okay.
So I think she was I guess she might have been asked about Crazy Rich Asians, and she said she didn't get the part. Let me see if I can quote her here.
Like the main role, or she didn't get.
Yeah, she said she did an audition for it, and they said their reasoning behind that. What they said was that my image was basically not Asian enough. I'm not so many words. In not so many words. So yeah, that's what she said. So
who gets to decide how Asian she is and how Asian she isn't? Like, what's the criteria?
The same nigga that tried to cast Julia Roberts as Harriet Tubman.
That's wild. That's wild as that sounds. I think where they're coming from is from Brenda Song's discography and where she has in her film. It hasn't really been like Asian oriented. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
but she's still Asian at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I understand that, and that's bullshit too, because the nigga that's the lead, like he's like half British, half Asian in himself. Like that nigga not even full Asian himself. So,
but look, I mean, to answer your question, Stone, to add to what you just said there, here's some other shit she said. She said, "I've auditioned for Caucasian roles my entire career. But this specific role, you're not going to let me do it? You're going to fault me for having worked my whole life?" So yeah, so she's saying that she typically goes in for Caucasian roles, but there's finally an Asian role available. Because I mean, Asians get it bad in Hollywood.
Yeah,
they kind of get it worse than black people. Because they don't.
Relax yourself.
No. We just talking about it.
They just don't have as much representation. I feel like they don't have enough movies or TV shows and shit. But I wouldn't say they have it worse.
I mean, part of that is because they fall into that model minority, and they don't really speak out and say much. Because they're not directly getting assaulted, so everything kind of gets swept under the rug when it comes to them. So,
but then again, in a movie like Crazy Rich Asian, which defies most of those things, like Asian men being unattractive, there's a lot of there's a lot of good looking niggas and good looking Asian men.
Good looking Asian dudes out there, man.
Like the women in there
suck they think, won't you, Stone?
Bush, you unnecessarily gay, dog. Like,
what are you talking about, dog?
Why you trying to push your agenda onto me?
You just talked about eating old girl out with some chopsticks, man.
All y'all niggas keep talking about is Michael B. Jordan being sexy, and now you want to draw a line.
Hey, Michael B. is an example of a god on earth. Like you can't, you gotta agree with me when Michael B. Jordan. Like Michael B. Jordan is a shrine of what a real man. Anyway, what I'm saying is
that sounds gay as hell.
What I'm saying is, nah, bro, it's all right. What I'm saying is this movie defies all that. Yet they try to, if this is true, because people would be bullshitting, because Brenda Song could just be like. They could low key. They could have been like, "Hey, Brenda Song, you kind of ass at acting," because I haven't really seen her in a good role like that. But I mean,
nigga, they casted Aquafina, man. She a rapper. What the fuck?
She bad, and she was good. She was good in there.
She bad.
You didn't fuck with Aquafina.
Randomly crowbar in. She bad. No reason.
She funny. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, she cool, man. I'm just saying that this is somebody that has that came from acting, and you not giving her the role, but you put somebody in like Aquafina, man. I'm not saying Aquafina is not good. I'm just saying, just speaking of what she said, that you would think that she would deserve the role, or I guess a fair shot or something. I don't know. But this is all from her, so we don't know if this is true or not. She could just be making this shit up because she got some shit to promote.
Yeah. So yeah, that could be it too, because when niggas ain't really selling shit, they start clout chasing. Bush, so
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway.
Normal, standard. Shout out to Brenda Song.
Anyway, speaking of clout chasing,
Wendy Wu.
I'm just start off every transition with speaking of. speaking of this.
Now you're kind of lacking. Now I'm seeing.
Man, shut up.
Now, but it's like I was giving you props, but now you fucking up.
I'm fucking up. So let's talk about this WWE star. Anybody here watch wrestling? I like to ask that question, man. I just want to. make sure I got people here that can further give us details.
I watched wrestling when I was little.
Like I know
back in the 90s.
Yeah, I know the people. Like I know some of the people here, but I'm not up to date.
So do you know this new dude, Jordan Miles?
Nah, can't say I can. You're gonna have to ask Dom. I mean, never mind. That's a person we don't. Never mind.
Oh my god. But yeah. But yeah, so WWE star, or former WWE star, Jordan Miles, because he quit. He quit due to this incident right here. So this happened like a couple of weeks ago. Late October 20-something. But I think recently he finally said that he quit the WWE, right? Because they produced this shirt. If you can look at the screen right now, there's a shirt up there that has his name.
This a nigga that did this?
Huh?
This a nigga that did this?
No, the black person on the screen is the wrestler. Yeah. And some company WWE made the shirt for him. They make shirts for their wrestlers, right? And they made this shirt for him. And now the thing is, it's supposed to be like a smile, right? But with the red and being on the black shirt, it make it look like some Sambo blackface
like
shit.
A minstrel Sambo,
like some minstrel shit. And their defense of it was like, hey man, he smiles a lot, so we made a smiley face shirt. But the Kool-Aid red lips was a bit too much, and he wasn't having it. So he went on a rant about this. So I got a video here.
Okay.
Here's this.
As of today.
Oh, this nigga mad.
Yeah, he's mad, man.
Go ahead. You gonna play it?
I'd like to officially announce that I quit in WWE.
This is formerly Jordan Miles, formerly of the WWE.
I am no longer employee. I refuse to work for racists.
This nigga growling? Oh shit.
I quit them.
And he's in red.
Hold on. Let me get this ain't the real video. I want to get the real video.
Please, I ain't trying to support the Young Turks, nigga. Fuck out of here with that.
Say fuck that sorry ass wrestler. What? y'all.
As of today.
Oh, hating. Damn.
I'd like to officially announce that I quit fucking WWE. I am no longer employee. I refuse to work for racists.
That nigga mad. Nigga growling.
I fucking quit. Fuck them. I hate that fucking company and everything they fucking stand for.
Damn,
all they
nigga,
do is never hold our fucking people back. I do this shit for the culture. I don't need anyone's fucking permission to do what I want to do. Screw Jordan Miles. Don't ever call me by that slave name. Call me ACH and don't call me super bitch. I quit. Fuck you.
Okay. All right.
All new tonight.
I was trying to rock with the nigga at first, but now this he doing the most. And the first thing with the shirt, I could kind of get what he's trying to get with the fucking shirt and shit. But are we gonna label everything with black, red, and white like a Sambo thing now? Like in that order? Like are we just gonna do that?
But
like,
if you look at the picture I put next to it, it's a smile.
Can we never have that color combination?
It ain't even that. It's that. It's like
I get it because most menstrual shit is like big red lips and shit like that around it. But
I mean, putting those three colors together is very appealing. As somebody that designs shit, like those colors look good together. They fit. They
pop.
work. Yeah, they pop.
Yeah.
So I mean, I understand that there's always gonna be designs with that combination, but like they went an extra step and made it a smile, like that Kool-Aid smile. The names, the letters of the names, like supposed to be the teeth and stuff. Like it just.
But it's just. My thing is
bright red is like it's just.
I don't think it's. Man, I'm gonna sound like a coon saying this, but I don't think it's that deep with that. Like with this shirt, it don't even look like. I think it would have been extra mild if they put like some googly eyes and shit like that on there, but
yeah.
Some googly eyes.
I don't like some goofy looking eyes. It would have been like a full menstrual face.
I don't think it was blatant. And if they did it by mistake, or if they did do it by sneak, I don't think this is like a considerable offense to throw your whole fucking job away around. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, a lot of people say
could have just told him to scrap the shirt.
WWE just done some racist shit. We had John Cena call Eddie Guerrero wetback in front of a whole bunch of people.
Speaking of that, I got this. This is why I brought up the Young Turks video, because they kind of summarize all the racist incidents. Actually, this is Booker T. We're gonna get to Booker T later. This is
Booker T called
as of today.
Booker T called Hulk Hogan a nigga on TV.
A nigga. That's funny as hell.
Coming for you, nigga.
Undertones. Prior to deleting his Twitter account, ACH retweeted this image drawing parallels between the shirt WWE marketed and blackface. As outlined previously, Vince McMahon, the company's CEO, controls everything.
Probably one of my biggest challenges is actually managing my father.
WWE's chief brand officer, Stephanie McMahon, daughter of Vince.
But he is the ultimate creative say.
Which is very telling. It's such a toxic atmosphere, and it's all because of one person, via PWTorch.com's post-Raw podcast.
Of course,
McMahon is so anal, he will tear up a script late in the day and
That's
rewrite
just
the
fire.
entire show per Forbes.
This nigga down.
What? Stop, Stone.
In March, E60's television cameras were the.
That's like when
Stop
Cam
hating on the white man when he do something right, man.
That's like when Cam won the
Stop style hating,
shirt.
nigga.
If we gonna hate on what's it called, Kaepernick for wearing the Kuta Kente shirt.
Nobody here hated on Kaepernick. Your buddies left, man. They were hating on Kaepernick.
My buddies,
your homies, your woes.
Hey, we stand with Cap. Stand with Cap around here.
Exactly, man. Forever, man.
If he sell us out, we down with him.
Now Morgan leave now, nigga. I don't want
Come on.
Me and Bush ride or die.
He ain't crazy like Antonio Brown. You can't stand with that nigga. That nigga's crazy. So he had to throw him overboard. But Cap, he
first ever granted access to a WWE production meeting.
And just to note that a lot of guys don't know what's happening yet, so they will probably by next week.
A man with full control writes in himself saying the N-word on national television. A man with full say okays the idea of Gold Dust wearing blackface, a fake afro on his head, and a boombox.
I never knew
McMahon, judge, jury, and executioner, allowed Triple H, his daughter Stephanie's husband, along with D-Generation X, to also wear blackface.
We understand the game. We see what the game is, that people like us will only get so far.
McMahon, the CEO, who okays and rewrites scripts, wanted Rowdy Roddy Piper dressed in half blackface to get under the skin of an African-American wrestler.
I refuse to work for racists.
Hulk Hogan was the star of WWE.
I mean, I am a racist to a point. But then when it comes to nice people and whatever, then says, I mean, I'd rather, if she was going to I'd rather have her marry an 8-foot tall worth $100 million, like a basketball player. Guess we're all a little racist.
Oh my God.
After Hogan was caught dropping the N-word, Big E tweeted, appropriate a culture, pilfer from its dialect, profit wildly from it, and regard its people as subhuman. Makes sense. Hogan was welcomed back by WWE on Raw in September. A former WWE Women's Champ called WWE racist, saying they discard bigoted people because they have the same thoughts, and sniping at detractors sarcastically, tweeting, oh, okay, because they hire people of ethnicity doesn't mean they aren't racist. It's business number one. Two, you don't know anything about what happens backstage, like Michael Hayes, who attacked Mark Henry, saying, I'm more of an N-word than you are. Henry later complained to WWE manager that Hayes was slapped with the suspension. He was retained as head creative writer. Hayes also took aim at Barack Obama, saying, how can we have a president that can't read the Constitution? And if that boy gets elected, I'm moving this man. And it bleeds in arenas.
Wrestling itself has a history of insensitive promoting tactics, sneaky Asian wrestlers who spoke broken English, or Latino wrestlers with exaggerated accents.
Triple H said to Booker T on air, the fact is, Booker, somebody like you doesn't get to be a world champ. People like you don't deserve it. That's reserved for people like me. Then, you're here to be an entertainer. Go ahead and do a little dance for me. Go ahead. Give me one of those spinneroonies. You're here to make people like me laugh like you don't deserve. Booker.
Sneaky Asian wrestlers who spoke broken English, or Latino wrestlers with exaggerated accents.
Triple H said to Booker T on air, the fact is, Booker, somebody like you doesn't get to be a world champ. People like you don't deserve it. That's reserved for people like me. then you're here to be an entertainer. Go ahead and do a little dance for me. Go ahead. Give me one of those spinneroonies. You're here to make people like me laugh with your nappy hair and your suckas. Some may point towards the money and fame that come with WWE employment.
You might reasonably think that the wrestlers employed by him are his employees. They're actually not. They're merely independent contractors.
But employees aren't protected because, in closing, as Kurt Flood would say,
well, man, it makes $90,000 a year, which isn't exactly slave wages. What's your retort to that?
A well-paid slave is nonetheless a slave.
If you
all right, so yeah, we got one more video to watch, Booker T video. So here's Booker T's response to this whole incident. A lot of people wanted to hear from him.
Hey, if you in the restaurant, give me some nachos. Niggas is hungry.
But here's Booker T.
Social media say quit the company.
Well, that's his claim.
Yeah, my thing is, man, I'm not gonna quit the company, but on social media say quit the company.
Well, that's his claim.
Now it's kind of quiet in the beginning.
Is, man, I'm not gonna sit here and judge or anything like that. I'm not gonna sit here and say the guy should have did this, the guy should have did that. I'm gonna lay it on that because I don't even want any backlash as far as someone saying, "Oh, well, Booker said this or Booker said that." But I'm just gonna say this, man. It's a situation to where, you know, it all started, you know, with the T-shirt, and now it's gotten to this, and I don't know where it's gonna go from here. But I do know, like some of the stuff he was saying as far as the company goes, I cannot. I've been on this earth for 54 years, and if you think one person is something, you know, call it that. You know, if you think that person is something, you know, call it that. But I cannot judge a group and say everybody is that. You know, and when you make a blanket statement like that, you do no justice for yourself or the culture, because and like I said, I say this because I've had a lot of years and a lot of experience, and I do know I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a white guy by the name of Bruce Casarch, you know, who, you know, made this all happen for me.
Banging in the background,
changing my life.
Is he still playing? I muted that nigga, man. Why he still in the call with that?
The same way after my situation going to prison, being a kid who had never been in trouble before, first time in the back of a police car, getting locked up and say the system did me wrong. I hate everybody of that color. You know what I mean? And if I would have did that, I would have did myself.
So yeah, Booker T saying that he shouldn't have wilded out too hard. That's basically what he's trying to say here. And I guess y'all kind of agree with that. He shouldn't have went to social media and called everybody racist, and
he should have did whatever the fuck he wanted to. If that's how he felt and he wanted to quit his job, he might as well go out with a bang. So.
Wait, hold up. There's a link here. What is this? Oh, he's what is? Let me play this video. Hold up.
What's up, boss? How you doing?
I remember this.
What's good in the hood? Hold it down, trying to take care of business. Keep it up. I'm a nigga.
Bro. He just went along with it like it was a scripted thing.
He didn't just say that.
Man, that's what he talking about, man. Like he also
He might be on some coon shit. Like he just let him walk by.
No, it was scripted, man. It was like
yeah, exactly. Like why would he be okay with that? Like what does it have to do with wrestling?
That's true.
That nigga was like Quentin Tarantino.
I'm just gonna say that. I was like, this nigga on some Vince McMahon on some Tarantino shit. Just saying the N-word every way he can, man. He done wrote that in several scripts like that, like the dude that TYT said, man. Dude, he been doing blackface for years, man. But I mean, he dated. He's old now, man. He need to let somebody else write the shit, and he shouldn't have final say over it anymore, man. Because he clearly don't know what the fuck he doing.
I mean, he got his daughters and
son.
Yeah, he do, but she said that he gets the final say still. So it's like,
Holding on to it. And they've been giving attention to that new federation.
well, you super low. We can barely hear you.
Oh, shit, turn me up then, nigga.
But you get close to your mic.
How about now, bitch? Like,
Oh my god.
I'm right next to my mic. Like, how much closer do you want me to get? Is this better?
It's still kind of low, but go ahead.
But nah, it's like, I don't know what's the other federation that they got that's in competition with WWE. It's not WNF. It's the one that's always been in the other competition. The one that Chris Jericho just went to. Like
Yeah, I don't know what it's called. You gotta ask somebody else on that.
But it's been a problem in itself. People really fucking WWE as far as I know. Like you're gonna have to ask some people. Like some people still like it, but I've heard a lot of the storylines going down and repeating storylines like Becky Lynch. Like and this does like overall just with that shit, them shedding light on this situation. Yeah, it's really fucked. Like that's a fuck.
I can see it now. Yeah, it even goes beyond the just the scripting. I mean, it's not beyond it, but it speaks to the scripting because they decide who win, and there's never really any. There's not too many black champions. Rock was like a black champion, but he was like half. He wasn't even fully.
And we just had like Kofi. I forgot his name. Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Win, and then he got his ass beat the first time he got back on Raw or SmackDown. Like the shit was wild, bro. Like and John Cena, that nigga, he's the America boy. Like, come on.
Yeah, and John Cena is a classic case of not like wanting blackness, but not wanting black people, just wanting to take the culture. They made this white rapper boy like a champion for so long.
They had to change his image up. They had to change his image up because of course they were getting like backlash. They obviously were trying to do that anyway.
Yeah, that's they had like Booker T there, like that's just, and he never really blew up either, even though he was a great wrestler, man. I don't know.
It's a lot of dirt. It's a lot of shit. A lot of politics.
Yeah, but of course Booker T will cover it up because he was saved. You know what I'm saying?
That's his company.
He's a company man. So I mean, of course, I don't want to call him a coon because he was very upset about him and Stephen A. They don't like. Nobody likes being called the coon, but that's triggering. I think that's a couple of things to talk about. We still got, I guess, trailers and do y'all want to talk about the Grammy nominations? Y'all interested in that?
I haven't watched the Grammys in years. That shit hasn't been good. If Rihanna ain't going to the Grammys, ain't nothing worth seeing.
Yeah, I mean, and the only big news about the Grammys this year is that your girl Lizzo has got like 8 nominations. Like it's supposed to be like the most.
And they're mad. Niggas is mad.
I don't fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, people don't like that. And what's the chick?
I think she's talented. She's talented. She can sing. She can dance. She can rap, twerk, and play the flute.
No.
Play the flute.
All at the same time.
Shaking your fat ass.
Big girl got all the talent, man.
It does not take that much.
You ain't shit.
No, she got. Look. I'm not like I don't listen to that much music anymore, so I'm not up to date on her.
Dog, I was watching Hustlers. I saw Lizzo's body. I was like, bro, y'all don't kill my whole boner, man. Like,
stop.
I was fucking with. No, we need to establish this. There's a difference between thick women and fat women, sir. Please, we gotta understand this. Don't do it.
Do what?
Okay.
What you talking about? Oh, I can't talk about the Game Awards. Nobody here cares about the Game Awards, man.
Talk about what?
You want to talk about? I guess he wanted me to talk about that Richard Lewis speech or some shit.
Ooh.
Or he was calling out Kotaku. Let me see if I can find it. Hold up. I think his name Richard Lewis. Hold up. Is this? Hold up. I think he want me to play this right here. So But yeah, I don't think anybody care about that. So the gaming awards, but like yes, Richard Lewis, he's like a gaming journalist. He's upset now that everybody people are invading in on his territory, or there's posers, people that aren't really gaming journalists that are just here because it's popular right now.
I mean, that's what every fab.
Yeah.
That's what every.
But yeah, he did a big speech calling out. I mean, this is the best part about the gaming awards. It's just a short.
And guess what?
Wait, your audio sound like trash right now, man.
All right, I'm gonna leave.
Like, where you at now? You driving to work or something? Like, what the fuck?
That's what it sounded like. He in the car.
God, I mean, these niggas ain't shit, boy. Just in the middle of the podcast, just start driving and cleaning and going to fucking Mexican parties.
Not a Mexican restaurant.
Fuck. Oh man, they wonder why they don't get paid, man. This is what I'm talking about. Anyway, let's move on. I guess I could talk about the Joker next, man. Yeah, but everybody. So you haven't seen the Joker, Keek? You didn't care about the Joker?
Nah, I just haven't seen it yet. I do want to see it. If you want to give me a bootleg link on torrent or something, I'll watch it real quick.
I'll see what Legman got to offer. Legman came. He got that Korean HD quality of the Joker. So it's just like watching it at the theater. Yeah, man. I have to drop that link off. But yes, I went ahead and saw the film, and it was great. I liked the movie. I wouldn't really call it a superhero movie. I mean, I guess everybody that's to be expected of a film like any Batman, anything dealing with Batman. They try to go away from the superhero genre as far as possible. They try to just stray away from that. But it was a pretty good film. So, and Warner Brothers didn't really believe in the film. They didn't really want to put that much money behind it. They didn't want to put their full weight behind it. But now that it's popular, and now that they got all their money back, they wanna go further with it. They want to do a Joker.
I thought it was going to be like an indie film at first, because that's what they were trying to like make it seem.
Yeah,
like
I mean the budget was kind of
indie film.
Yeah, that's what they tried to do with it, because they took it to like film festivals. You don't really see like superhero movies get taken to film festivals, so they tried to sell it as this indie film, this independent solo film. But I don't think it's going to be solo anymore, because they're trying to do a sequel to it. Now, Joaquin Phoenix and Todd Phillips already came out and said that if the studio is interested in doing a sequel, they'll do a sequel, because I mean it's popular, it's doing good. And there's some rumors out there, some sources say that Todd Phillips said that he was cool with developing like a portfolio of villain movies. Like, not just the Joker, just doing a bunch of villain movies, like in the same way they did Venom, just a bunch of villain solo films. And I don't really know what Warner Brothers is doing. They don't know what the fuck they doing. They just tend to jump on trends whenever they see some shit pop. They try to do that forever, and that's what they try to do now with the Joker film. So that's pretty much.
And it don't always work.
Yeah,
I think it you have to have the right people in the right script. And it has to come out at the right time for it to really pop. Not everybody's trying to see a villain movie just to see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You got to be the right type of villain too. Yeah. And I mean, if they got Todd Phillips and the person that did the Joker movie, then they might be down with it. Now we don't know if this is true or not, but sources say that Todd Phillips did pitch that to them to do like a portfolio of villain movies. But yeah. That was pretty much it. I know Josh will hate this, but yeah, I mean DC is kind of rising a bit, man. I fuck with Wonder Woman. That was my favorite DC film, and Wonder Woman 2, Wonder Woman.
That was
84.
Didn't really have much competition,
huh?
So didn't really have much competition against other DC
You
films.
said Wonder Woman, yeah.
But it was good. I agree.
Oh, you said mute him. Okay.
Why y'all niggas don't fuck with
Is
that?
he done eating?
You back, Philly?
Why y'all niggas don't fuck with that Wonder Woman poster? I thought that shit was raw, man. Like that shit was hard.
I mean, I don't know, man. I got to see it again. It just
look raw, bro. bro.
Just a bunch of colors, and I don't know, man. I don't know. It.
I mean, you low key gay, so you should love all those like fancy colors and shit.
You low key gay.
Oh, my bad, not low key. We know, Bush. At this point, we know. Go ahead.
Anyway, what I was gonna say, I think we done with the Joker shit. I mean, you had Stone, and nobody saw. I mean, you did see it, Stone. You just refused to talk about the shit.
I just ain't gonna talk about it with y'all. I'm waiting for Mo.
Why?
Because Mo the fanboy, Mo the one that be articulating and come blasting to the shit. So I'm gonna let him do it. Like,
you can't give your opinion. Did you like it or hate it, man?
I liked it. Let's go. It's straight.
All right, god damn, man, this nigga.
It was school shooter origin story. I loved it.
Okay. I guess that's it, man.
Damn, ZZ Beats. Zazie Beats. Is that how you pronounce her name?
Yeah.
Zazie.
I think
that's how it's said.
Oh, Zazie, man, I'm coming.
She was good in the film. But there's a lot of talk about.
She don't like niggas. She don't fuck with niggas. So you ain't got no.
Oh, she don't fuck with niggas.
Nah.
Oh, she like Doja Cat. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Once you go white, man.
Does she get a pass in your book? Black women hating black men.
What? Why would I get a pass?
I'm just asking. You hate white
Nah, honestly, I think she's a pretty good actress, but like personally, she's kind of lame to me. But whatever.
Okay. So she likes Zendaya then.
Yeah.
Now we kind of since we already talked about racism,
that's totally different. They're not the same person. And Zendaya was dating Trevor Jackson for like 4 years. Bro.
Hey, turn on the white men.
Look,
like
man,
who?
Look, man, we got.
if I could just.
They ain't dated. They best friends. That's her homie.
I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with this Joker thing, because they said they was gonna do like a villain catalog, but correct me if I'm wrong, but they already got like 3 villains in this new Batman movie. They got Bane casted, they got Penguin casted, and I think they got Mr. Freeze casted too.
All in one movie?
Yeah. Like I remember, because so they got the little sweet boy that was in Twilight being Batman.
What? Robert Pattinson.
Yeah,
Robert Pattinson.
Mo loved this man. He said he's a great actor. He watched a lot of his films.
He's definitely a good actor. Yeah.
And then
I can't see him being Batman though. I think he's a good actor, but Batman's a stretch. I think.
Ain't nobody saw Heath Ledger's Joker.
They're gonna have a young Batman, he's gonna be not like, this is not an origin story. Like it's gonna be like maybe like year 1 or something. So he's gonna have a few. Yeah, he's gonna have a few villains and stuff like that. And they had 3 for this movie, which is like wow, but whatever. But then that leads me to question, like, if they're gonna do a catalog, like who else besides the Penguin? Like if it's gonna be specifically a Batman villain catalog, who else besides the Penguin, Mr. Freeze, you know what I mean? These other people, like who nobody really matters. I mean, if Mo was here, he'd probably be like, actually this, like, I'm sure there's some comic.
Yeah, Poison Ivy, Catwoman.
Poison Ivy.
Yeah, a bunch of people.
Poison Ivy
Deathstroke.
That might be a good movie.
Deathstroke more of a Teen Titans.
I mean, he is, but yeah, I've been wanting to see him fight Batman on screen for the longest time now.
Or they could kind of they could go about it the other way and just like they did a Batman villain now. Maybe they'll do like a different DC heroes villain. Because honestly, I feel like the DC villains are more interesting than the heroes.
Yeah, that's their biggest issue. Their heroes are dull and boring. They kind of too OP, and the villains are more down to earth. They have everyday struggles that you can relate to.
I was slick taking the shit today, and I realized like Superman is an illegal immigrant, yo.
Hey, he is.
Superman is 100%. He's 100% an illegal immigrant.
He's an actual alien.
Like. I'm just saying.
But he white,
he got
so
no papers.
That's okay.
He showed up in a whole spaceship, but he white. so nobody got no problems with it. But he's in 100% immigrant. That's insane, bro.
Shit, that's the only immigrants they accept, man.
And you can't even say that the parents didn't, the parents didn't know. The nigga showed up in a whole spaceship.
But yeah, I hate Superman. I hate
everybody
Superman.
does.
You know, Mo will see that as blasphemy because Superman is the best ever. But fuck Superman.
Henry Cavill said he's coming back. Like he still feels like he's playing Superman.
Yeah, I saw that. Like,
yeah, he did say he was coming back. Yeah, I mean, he looked like Superman. Like they should keep him.
He's the best looking Superman, bro.
Best looking Superman. Period.
Exactly. He just they need to fix that wooden ass acting and give him some better lines to say and shit, man.
Ben Affleck is probably the best on-screen Batman I've seen.
Christian Bale.
I always thought Christian Bale was retarded as Batman.
Yeah, you kind of right, man.
I thought he looked like Batman. I thought
it was like a parody of Batman. That terrible ass voice changer.
Nah.
Yeah, I never.
Niggas stay spoofing that. That's how bad it was.
I hated that whole voice thing that he did. That took me out of like every performance by. Yeah, and he didn't even do it good. Like it was like I'm the Batman. I was like, so you mean to tell me you got all this money and all this technology to buy all this fucking equipment? You can't put a fucking voice changer on? You can't put a little mask over your mouth or some shit?
Right.
The real well, I say real Batman, but like the Batman in the comics and shit never changed his voice. It was just him the whole time.
Yeah, I mean,
he sounded goofy as hell.
But yeah, he only talking to like fucking criminals anyway. Like,
and then who the fuck is going to be like? What criminal's going to be like? Wait a minute, Bruce Wayne? Like just by hearing his voice? Nobody, fucking nobody. Bro.
They getting their ass beat.
Yeah, wait a minute. That sounds like Bruce Wayne. Like no, fucking nobody. That was the dumbest decision I think they made with those movies. And I just didn't think Christian Bale. I still to this day I don't think Christian Bale is that great of an actor. Niggas be talking about
donation just for
did you see he
having
lost all that
bullying
weight? Did he put all that weight on? American Psycho is doo-doo.
Yeah.
American Psycho is not that good of a movie.
I still haven't seen that American Psycho. But
it's like a cult classic. A lot of people fuck that movie.
Decent. I didn't like it to the end. To the very end.
So is Goonies, and Goonies is butt too.
Yeah, shout out to We Are AMYE. He said he donated because he said take this donation just for having Philly, man. So you got a little fanboy in there, man. See that?
Stop making. I got a whole fan base, man. Stop making it seem like it's just one nigga.
Two
bro.
niggas.
I ain't got no two niggas.
Shout out to bro. Yeah, that nigga nice.
These niggas been on my dick, nigga. They love my style.
They love my style.
You ain't lying.
But yeah, let's do this week in racism. We kind of already talked about racism anyway.
Them niggas were bitching.
But we can do this racist story right here. Y'all jump into the watch together, guys. And then after that, we're gonna do the trailers and we're gonna be out, man.
Nigga, I'm outside. How the fuck am I gonna get into the watch together?
Oh well, you ain't gotta watch it, man. Just this week in racism.
Offensive.
There was a Lyft incident, man. The driver realized that he was transporting a Mexican.
Offensive.
He said some things. So, it's typical racism.
Interesting.
So let's cue up the video. He didn't recognize because she kind of she can pass a little bit.
She look passing, yeah.
He's like, wait a minute, I heard you talk. That was an accent.
Speaking the Espanol.
She passed the tortilla test. If you darken in the tortilla.
The tortilla test. What the fuck?
LaShawn did what many of us do, ordered a Lyft. She landed at DIA and was looking forward to getting home to her kids.
Pulled up my app, requested the ride.
LaShawn got into the Lyft while on the phone with a friend, but soon noticed something was off with her driver.
He tilted his rear view mirror down so it was looking down on me directly.
She got uncomfortable but stayed on the phone until she says the driver gave an unprompted racist outburst.
In a very loud voice, he said, "You Mexican."
LaShawn says the driver then suddenly veered off Pena Boulevard and onto a side road she didn't recognize.
Philly, the best member when he's not in his
I've
feelings.
never been taken home this way. what app are you using?
LaShawn
Like
says
trying
the
to
man
kidnap her
answered
ass.
with expletives and told her the ride would end on his terms.
I've never been in a
That's like
situation
basically kidnapped her.
where
Yeah.
I felt so threatened. You're alone in a vehicle, a moving vehicle at that.
LaShawn says he slammed on the brakes and she fell out of the car.
Telling me that I didn't belong in this country, telling me that I didn't know how to speak English. He was out of control.
She says he drove off while she called police. The problem solvers learned Lyft fired the driver, issuing this statement that says in part, Lyft has a strict anti-discrimination policy, and we are committed to maintaining an inclusive and welcoming community.
Damn.
We have permanently banned the driver. But LaJean was told by a detective the man gave a fictitious address to Lyft and is proving hard to track down. She worries
Oh
he
my
could be
God.
riding for another
Wow.
company.
They need to do better employee background checks and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one.
Be diligent.
I mean, how-
You know,
I mean,
monitor your surroundings.
Kristen
Yeah, he could legit killed her. Yeah.
yeah, that's wild.
As of today,
That shit.
Oh, that nigga was scamming.
That shit was crazy. He didn't even have the right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are mentally unstable. Like, I mean,
But it's vice versa too, though. It's vice versa too. Some of y'all niggas, because I used to do Uber and Lyft. Y'all niggas are crazy.
yeah, I mean, yeah. The drivers do get it too.
Nigga did a lot of that talking about how you're going. Like, come on, bro. But
Yo, this nigga.
right there.
Shout out to We Are AMYE.
Josh, the worst member, followed by Stone
Rideshare
and Truth.
companies in general need to do better background
He
checks
said
for
you
drivers
terrible,
and
Stone.
He did?
He said you the worst member, followed by True.
I mean, I love
Josh.
him, bro. I love you too, bro. I probably am worst member.
This ain't no W for Uber, man. Uber be fucking up too, man.
Ain't no W.
Yeah.
Ain't no W.
Yeah. So shout
This
out.
is just bad.
To be honest, it ain't got nothing to do with. I mean, it has
This
things
is
to do with
bad
Lyft
overall
because they,
for, rideshare.
like Keek said, they need to do some better background checks and stuff like that. But this the driver, man. There's races everywhere. Like there's several
I
stories
just
out there
rideshare
now.
company in general.
Yeah, there's several stories out there right now of people at restaurants or on the airplane saying that they don't want to sit next to black people, and the business is accommodating those races. So, I mean, Lyft ain't accommodating. They fired his ass.
Bad.
They tried
it's
to.
bad overall.
So yeah, it's just the way that society is right now. It's how the
bad
country
overall.
is. Yeah.
Oh, company, man.
God, man, your shit sound
It's
terrible,
pretty
Stone.
Doo-doo? It sound like doo-doo?
Breaking out and shit. Anyway, let's jump right into the trailers to end this off, man. We got two trailers this week. We got the Cats trailer part 2. I know people didn't really fuck with the first Cats trailer.
Shit look weird.
I mean, this one might look a little bit weirder to you, and they got like a lot of cat puns in here too. So yeah, we gonna take a look at that.
My thing is, if you're gonna have them be tiny little like cat-sized cats, why they look so human? I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me.
I mean, I think
just like tiny humanoid people cats.
But I think they more so they still trying to keep the Broadway aesthetic. Because in the Broadway show, they got like these humanoid cats looking creatures too. So they trying to keep up with that. At the same time, they're trying to add other things.
They're small.
I mean, they're trying to have their
so
cake and eat it too. Like they trying to combine a bunch of things, and it's not completely working. So yeah, it's weird. It is. It is. They fucked up a little bit, but I'm still excited to see this film. Let's put the trailer on here.
Tonight is a magical night where I choose the cat that deserves a new life.
Going to the ball could get dangerous.
Come on!
Let's dance!
judge a cat by its soul.
I've got plenty of soul.
Spotlight. And a drum roll, please.
It's party time. The most deserving cat will be reborn into another life. So they can be who they've always dreamed of being.
What's your name?
Cat got your tongue?
Here we go!
I'm just saying this off the bat. Jason Derulo seemed like he gonna be annoying as fuck to have in this movie. I'm already getting tired of that nigga yelling and shit. Yeah, like I'm already getting annoyed by that shit.
Don't mess with the crazy cat lady.
Now it is time to make the choice.
Right, well, that's not going to work, is it? That's what I say to you.
Cross paws.
Come, we're about to begin.
I love it.
Christmas time. So that was the Cats trailer. Change your mind? Did it excite you more?
That's just really weird. Okay, so if you see a little cat walking around in a top hat, talking to other cats and doing musical numbers, you're not gonna freak the fuck out. Like,
I mean, it's kind of cute, man. You're like the little miniature cat person doing a musical number. Yeah, I mean, like Duff Racer pointed out, he was like, man, we don't say nothing about Mickey Mouse or Goofy, man. They kind of creatures too. Like
they look too human.
When they animated, but those characters he mentioned are like animated. I mean, they are animated too, but it's like CG, so it look real. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I'm still excited for the film. Like I said when we first talked about this, it kind of looked weird. I can see that, but it's my kind of weird. I fuck with it. So, and that one cat is nice. That cat in the white. That I forgot that. I think it's like she like a ballerina or some shit. I forgot. It's like she like some sort of French actor. I don't know. But hopefully the movie is good, man. They got a lot of people in it. They spent a lot of money on that CG and this cast. So this is either going to be a huge success or a huge failure. But Cats is supposed to be this very popular Broadway play. So yeah. We'll see, man. Moving on. I think this next trailer has Will Smith is the main person in this trailer. I think it's like Will Smith animated movie.
Oh, the Gemini man?
Spies in Disguise.
Let the beat drop. I was the world's greatest spy. Look at your boy, Sleepy Night Night. And then you turn me into a pigeon. You better unbird me right now.
Oh, shit, black people being animals and creatures.
There they go again. That's bullshit.
I heard this boy.
See, every single fucking time.
And now I have to try to stop him while being a bird.
Lucky for you, I'm your wingman. This is official business.
Wow. Let's get weird.
Boom. Big boss, tailor-made garments. The only thing I needed was reason to be cautious. Call it like I see it, then I would say
everything, bro. Somehow I'm getting a cat.
Oh, that's Spider-Man. That's Spider-Man. Right.
He in his fucking bag in 2019. I can't even hit it.
All right, Kimura. Starting. It's about to get messy. Time to go. Sleepy Night Night. I miss my hands.
But then there was
Wow.
Okay, that
would it have killed them to let him be a human throughout the entire movie? Like, for real.
I don't know why they
like
do
it would
that.
have been more interesting if he was a human.
But like I was saying, they love to do that shit when it's a minority. They love making that minority everything possible. It's every single thing in one.
For real. And a fucking pigeon of all things. Like, that's so fucking ridiculous. A pigeon, really?
Yeah, I don't...
like, who's just a scientist out here making people birds?
Yeah,
like, why not cure cancer?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not too excited about this. I'm probably not going to ever see this film unless it's good and people like, yay, Will Smith and Tom Holland have great chemistry, man. It's great. But other than that, I'm not excited to see this shit. Only 3D movies I fuck with is Pixar, and I mean occasionally there's some other stuff that dropped that I watch, but I only watch that other stuff due to word of mouth. So
yeah.
So why can't us black people just be human? Yeah, he's saying the same thing. Look like the Crimson Chin off Fairly Odd Parents. Movie looks decent for DreamWorks. Just don't expect anything groundbreaking. I mean, ever since Shrek, has DreamWorks even had any hits since Shrek? I don't think they have. Yeah, I don't think
the
they have.
last couple of years have been quiet for DreamWorks.
Let me type that in, actually. Let me see. Shrek. Oh, they got Trolls. Yeah, and How to Train Your Dragon. Okay. So yeah. So those films. Yeah, those are the only ones.
Neither one of them.
I seen Trolls, and I didn't like How to Train Your Dragon, but Trolls was cool. But yeah, they not Pixar. Spider-Verse, the only 3D movie I enjoyed. That's not anime. Oh yeah, I still gotta watch that shit. I gotta.
You didn't see Spider-Verse?
No, I haven't seen Spider-Verse yet. I don't know why.
You sleep.
Everybody say it. Yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know why I don't want to see it. I'm just not excited to see that shit. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think we pretty much talked about everything. Now, I did have a game to play, but Stone didn't complete the shit. So blame Stone for that.
Nigga, Stone, what the fuck?
Yeah, blame Stone for that, man. Anyway, we'll catch y'all later. You got anything you want to say before we leave, Keith?
Shit. Stay in Euphoria. Best show out 2019.
Stay in Euphoria.
Stay in Euphoria.
Oh. We'll see. I don't know if it's the best show in 2019. I've seen a lot of shows. It's good. I fuck with it. No games in it. It's Stone fault, man. I had a special one too, man. Y'all would have loved it, but too bad. Catch y'all whenever we do another stream. Follow the Patreon. This might go unlisted. I might cut this video up. I don't know.
All right.
What you said?
Who just came in?
That was me.
Okay.
This shit over, Philly.
I know. I just wanted to say goodbye to the fans, man.
This nigga.
You still at the restaurant?
He said everyone go.
Nah, I went to the